Man, not if there's any flavor, I won't.
Nice.
We are live. Tornado, or yeah, not tornado. That's tomorrow.
Tornado High School.
Tornado High School podcast. No, this is
Tornado High School
things
podcast.
that weren't cool in high. Those are the
Things that weren't cool in Tornado.
Yeah,
That'd be a cool like.
there's tornadoes happening right now. So
Yeah, that'd be a cool like live action show.
Tornado High School.
Yeah. Tornado High School. Where little tornadoes go to high school.
Yeah. Like
Little
little
it sounds like a
Tasmanian,
Sharknado kind of thing.
like little Tasmanian devils.
Yeah.
Tornado High School. Tornado High. All right. So if you're your first time here, which I hope it's not, hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps us out. Go check, and also in the description below us is the so go check out the Facebook pages, give them a like as well. So today we have a special guest, Nick, on.
How you doing?
Nick, I've known Nick for a long time since he's very young. Nick is gonna come hang out, join with us, talk nerdy stuff with us. Even though I hate that term, we were
say dorky, maybe.
Dorky, nerdy.
Don't use it then.
I don't.
Come on, man.
It's so hard to describe because it's just such a mainstream way of saying it. Like when you talk pop culture, like you say pop culture, people are like, "Well, what do you mean?" Like, who's
Or it can really get sophisticated.
Which
Lady
Kardashian?
Gaga?
Are you
Yeah,
talking
Kardashian.
Kardashian?
Yeah.
We could be like, let's get intelligent, John.
Whatever keeps cracking is driving me crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
it was.
been cracking.
Nothing
a couple
moved, but it went
times.
like,
Yeah.
Just make sure everyone's kind of tight. Check
we're
if you're-
good.
Check if you're tight.
Oh, it's this. Watch. When I touched it, it wasn't.
We're good. Maybe we're good.
Hold on.
All right, I like it. All right, maybe we're just losing a microphone. Who knows?
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
awesome. Yeah. So we're gonna talk some news. I have to open the page up. I didn't do that. I'm slacking really bad here.
No.
I have a lot. Like my brain's just not here right now.
I can kind of start a little bit of it.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got news-wise?
Death Stranding trailer came out, and it's going to be coming out in November. And not too many people. Well, if you
I have
not
no
too
idea
familiar
what
with
it is.
Yeah.
It's Hideo Kojima's game that when he was making the Silent Hills game
Mhm.
with Norman Reedus, aka Daryl Dixon, that's kind of like the what came out of it afterwards, because they still wanted to make a game. Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Norman Reedus wanted to make that game, and it's like kind of weird and
Survival
batshit
horror?
crazy. Yeah, like survival horror, not really survival horror, but just like creepy horror
Oh, okay.
in a way.
That game
They're
does
pretty
nothing.
interesting.
That game does nothing for me.
I don't care.
With Silent
I'm
Hill?
talking about it.
Yeah.
I seen an ad today, and there was like a little baby and like a robot baby or something.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It looks
It's
like
a
they're just
throw
like
baby, they call it.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I think it's mine.
I don't know. But it's this phone handler's coming in handy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're just like, let's make something super weird. It's gonna be awesome. It just looks so over the top.
I didn't click on any thing.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I'll give it a
Look it up.
shot.
I mean, weird can be good.
I'm up for it.
Alan Wake was good. That was weird.
yeah.
But then sometimes weird like that. What's that one? Killer is Dead. And it was terrible.
Mhm.
I think that was okay.
Check out
Different opinion on
altpress.com. They just came out with their new magazine featuring Taking Back Sunday founder Eddie Reyes, and he talked about his time with the band.
I got it.
You good?
Yeah, I'm putting it over this cord so this cord holds it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he talks about his time with the band and then starting his new project, Fate's Got a Driver, which I'm really, really excited about. That band is awesome. Shout out to our buddy Randy. We love him to death.
We love you, Randy.
We love you, Randy. The boys upstairs were on PA Live, so go check out their PA Live link. They did really, really good. This is probably
I seen Steve. It's mine. I
Yeah.
seen Steve today in Walmart. He
yeah,
was talking to you see AEW?
yeah. Swamp Thing just released a trailer.
The full trailer.
the
I only
full
seen where he came out
It
of Swamp.
looks
Yeah.
pretty scary. It looks
By
good.
the way,
That's good.
I did touch on seeing it. Was
looks-
it a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Yes, I did see it.
It starts off with this girl and she has an infection, and then the infection starts spreading and people have to go see what's going on. It looks intense. It's pretty crazy.
And that's on the DC app, so I probably won't see that because
Yeah.
I don't want to get the DC app.
Bruce Campbell
Too many.
confirms a fully immersive Evil Dead video game is coming soon.
I hope so. I hope one for a console system, not phones.
Yeah. Call of the
Yeah.
Power Ring, episode 50,
Yep.
out now.
I was gonna say I can't. Oh, that's super shiny golden variant edition or something like that.
Yeah. Tom King jumps off Batman for Batman Catwoman title in
Yeah.
2020.
I'm excited for that because the current Batman book I'm not really digging.
Someone put a really cool thing up of a Samus cosplay that did look really, really
Yeah,
cool.
that's made out of like beads.
Those hydro beads
Yeah.
that stick together.
Oh,
yeah.
Like I have a little like, Princess Peach made out of them beads. Like usually they're flat.
Yeah.
But yeah, her costume is made out of beads and lights up and everything.
Retro Lovely Ball this weekend. I will definitely be in attendance.
And that's for the magazine, right? Because I had no idea
Yes.
what that was.
Yep,
And I was like,
that's for the magazine. He's throwing a party.
Okay.
Is anybody dressing up like retro, like actual, like style
I
wise?
probably won't just because I'm lame. But I mean, I think people are going to.
Because I was gonna try and do like some 70s paisley bullshit. I don't
look
know.
like a pimp.
Go for it.
Why
Look at the
not?
feather. He's got the feather. And
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Go for it.
I was gonna.
Heidi's gonna
I-
probably wear like a 50s dress, like a I Love Lucy dress. I think she's gonna
Oh,
wear
like
that.
one of them, like a housewife.
Yeah.
Was it flapper? No.
Like a housewife dress.
Yeah, the flappers are more like 20s.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
more
yeah.
20s.
I don't know. I probably won't wear anything fancy.
That'd be a good throwback.
Yeah.
Flapper
Maybe I'll just wear
dresses.
dress pants and a white button, like a white shirt with like suspenders, and just look like a fucking little Italian dude. New Contra. I think one of the mics are going. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
think it's this one.
I think what happened. It might be mine.
Really?
I think what happened is when we did Brewfest. What happens is these microphones have a thing in it, and when it sucks up too much at one time, you can crack it and blow
Oh,
it.
really? Yeah.
So I think maybe Brewfest might have
Mm.
done one of the mics in.
Mangled it.
So I'm excited about that.
So Contra.
New Contra for the PS4, Nintendo Switch,
Yeah.
and Xbox.
And the Contra collection's coming out too.
yes,
Like the Castlevania collection.
Oh, they're actually gonna make a new Contra.
Yep, the Contra
I,
collection,
I only saw the anniversary
Yeah.
post. That's why.
And that collection has all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, hardcore. Even
Can't
that
go
one
wrong
Super
with
Pro
that.
Protector or whatever that
Yeah.
was called.
Can't go wrong with that.
and they
I'm
announced
gonna get that.
Pokemon Home.
Yeah, and
That's what the big
the hell is
announcement
that?
was.
I didn't click
Well,
on that.
It was like I think I touched on it. It was like a Switch, but you can still use your phone, and you can still bring everything that you have from your phone to the Switch. Kind of. It was something like that.
Oh, okay. All
Yes,
right.
It was bringing your phone
it
into
just
your Switch.
It just says here in the app. It says that you can bring over Pokemon that you've shared along adventures with your journey to Pokemon Home, and then that Pokemon Home will transfer them to other games. So I guess what they're trying to say is when the new Pokemon game comes out,
Yeah.
you might be able to take your Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Pikachu ones and
Yeah.
send them over, or you can send your Pokemon Go, or maybe they'll take it one step further and you can start bringing some from your DS.
Well, that'd be something.
So
That would be
so it's pretty much
pretty
like a
wild.
hub.
Yeah.
They're gonna use it as a hub.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think the new one's gonna be all new Pokemon, like Sword and Shield.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not going to have any.
I mean, they haven't announced yet.
Yeah.
But do you think they're like all of them are gonna be in it? I don't know.
I hope so.
Maybe.
That that would be
I mean,
awesome.
I mean,
I feel if we go on a new system, you have to.
you gotta include
Either,
them,
either you do that or you just do all brand new. Like there's 200
and you
new
would
ones.
you'd see like maybe even like if you do certain like evolutions like day night, but like if you have a high attack stat or a high defense stat,
Yeah.
you know, you can do it that way. I would see more like medieval Pokemon.
But they have
That'd be pretty cool.
two new subtypes or whatever.
Mhm.
Which
That'd be
I think
cool,
one's
though.
gonna be like the sword user.
Yeah.
You know?
They're gonna
Gears of
eventually
War
get
5
it.
has been announced that it will be at E3.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
They're actually gonna show a little bit.
Yep.
That's really all they have. So Gears of War or
Yeah.
Gears of War 5 is coming out. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Xbox is swinging this year.
No, I mean, so far for that
Yeah.
announcement, that's all they said. Like, there's nothing. It don't tell you who you're
Yep.
playing as, or
Yep.
you know.
Well, I think you're going to continue to play as Marcus Phoenix's son.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to
Yeah,
continue.
but they didn't officially. All they said is Gears of War 5's coming out.
Yeah, I think it's just implied that you're going to probably play as Marcus Phoenix's son and carry on that next
I don't
generation.
think I played 4.
It was good. It was a good
It
story.
was very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be our topic next week. So spoiler alert.
Gears of War 5.
No, it's going to be all Gears topic. No,
Oh.
it's going to be what our E3 predictions.
Oh, when is E3? June?
Not this weekend, the following weekend.
Oh.
So it will be June 9th. So we'll do our episode next week and do E3 predictions or stuff that we would like to see.
Mhm.
If you are wanting to see anything from PlayStation, that won't be at E3 this year.
Are they not there?
PlayStation will not be at E3 this
Oh,
year.
because they have their own Sony thing. Yeah,
Yes.
they want to break away. That's like what Marvel
Wow.
wanted to do with their own con thing. It
Yep.
didn't really work out.
So PlayStation will not be in attendance.
I think that's dumb.
I think
Yeah.
it's a bad
Because
bad
all
move.
eyes are on E3.
I think it's a terrible move
Yeah.
because I think Xbox is really going to hit hard this year.
Oh, they're gonna have huge stand. They're gonna have huge kind of everything.
Yeah, if PlayStation's up there, they gotta give a lot of space to all the Xbox and Nintendo, and
Yes.
then I guess whatever else. You know,
Yep.
Mhm.
So you're gonna open up the door for some games that are gonna be cross-platform that you would have showed off on your system. You're gonna lose that option unless they say we're gonna pay you extra to not show it at E3 and show it at PlayStation Now. But who's gonna do that?
yeah.
And no, and this is probably gonna come off as me as being a PlayStation bash guy again, but PlayStation for the last E3s for PlayStation wasn't that good.
I can't remember.
It
I
wasn't.
don't
yeah.
remember one game that
It
was
was not.
announced
It was
for any
not
system.
good. The only
Actually.
thing, the only thing they showed you was, hey, we're gonna give you The Last of Us 2.
No, I don't care.
And what they're literally gonna do probably is it's PlayStation strategy is they show you a game that's way out of production, and they just show it for the next 4 years.
Yeah, well, this is
Yeah.
coming out. You know,
Like so they've ridden on five or six titles for 4 or 5 E3s and just kept showing the same titles. They just what they did.
Yeah.
I think that's something.
And I think Xbox is gonna be
I
like,
care more about what like Konami stand and Capcom.
Mhm.
Like,
100%.
I'd rather see what publishers are putting out.
yep. That's why I know they always let me down and it's hard to defend them, but one of my favorite publishers is Ubisoft, even though they put out some broken shit, but I like their games.
Mhm.
I like the Assassin's Creeds. I
They
like
were putting out too many,
yeah.
and that's what
Mhm.
Yeah.
did it.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they. I like the developers as well, but yeah, I think Xbox is really going to say we put a lot of money in developers. Here's what our developers are doing now.
I'm calling it right now. Battletoads.
Well, that was already kind of leaked.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not. Yeah,
Yeah, Battlefield was leaked. Gears of War 5 was leaked. What else was kind of leaked?
Just
Oh,
showing up in
nothing-
general.
nothing
actually
from
Halo, the new Halo Infinite. is-
Just actually seeing game footage.
Yeah,
That's all. I'd
Mhm.
like to see it.
What I mean, I'll kind of give you a spoiler or some predictions. I think for next week, so you know, I think you're gonna see Fable. I think you're gonna see a
Probably,
Fable.
yeah.
I think you're gonna see Perfect Dark.
I don't know how that's gonna go over.
I think that's a
just
little
because
bit-
there's some bad.
Yeah, that kind of ended on a sour note. Kind of.
I
Yeah,
think
sour
they're gonna
note.
reboot the whole franchise.
Yeah, I mean that would probably be for the best.
And
but-
it's going to be rebooted by the coalition. It's already been talked about. If it's going to be done, it's going to be done by the coalition. Is working on a major. They're revitalizing an old franchise,
Mhm.
so it's going to be Perfect Dark to meet Gears of War,
Hmm.
which I'm interested.
I'd give it a whirl. Why
Yeah.
not?
yeah,
Whatever.
the one for 360 was okay.
Yeah.
At best.
hmm
I didn't beat it though.
So that's what we can look forward to next week. It's pretty much all I got news wise. You guys got anything else that you've seen in the news that you're kind of?
No, I just that Contra, and then there was another game thing I posted there. I forget what it
Really,
was.
only Death Stranding for me for the most
Yeah,
part.
there's nothing really.
I think the next big thing that's
If E3's not on the corner, video game news is gonna be real low.
yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
I think the only thing that's coming out that we could be excited for is Borderlands 3, if that's your thing.
I played one. I played a little bit
I
of
played
two, but
one.
I beat one, and that ending, I was like, come on.
I
Yeah.
kind of
Get out of here
watched
with
game
that.
footage.
Mhm.
Never really got into
It was fun if you
People
play
say,
if you play with
yeah.
other people too, but two I just
Yeah.
didn't play too much.
Actually, here's music news. Did you guys see the new Crowbot video?
No.
They came out with their new music video. It's fucking hilarious. It was shot by Mike Danger, who we had on our show. So we interviewed a
Oh,
guy who
great.
shot the new Crowbot
Oh, nice.
video. Yeah.
How about their Macho Man thing? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Crowbot had Macho Man Randy Savage come out and sing Thunder Kiss 1965.
The Rob Zombie, White Zombie song,
Yeah, and it's
and sang it the whole time as Macho Man.
Yeah,
which was
it's-
pretty cool.
It sucks that Brandon didn't get to meet Macho Man because he was too busy in the bathroom shitting Slim Jims.
Yeah.
That's the story that's going around. That fly is driving me crazy. But hey Alexis, sorry, I just looked at the chat now. And she goes, yeah, not my first time watching. We're
No.
well aware.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to meet Alexis's family.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went. Me and Heidi went to her house and they had like a little Memorial Day party, so
Okay.
we went and hung out.
Nice.
It rained really heavy there at the end, but it felt really good.
yeah. It
Families,
was off and on all
very
day.
nice family,
Yeah.
very very cool people.
Oh, I met her dad and mom,
Yeah,
and
Um,
I worked with her uncle years ago,
yeah.
Jason.
hmm
I
Actually,
haven't seen him in
the
years.
one guy there, maybe that's her uncle. Did you grow up with one of her family members, or maybe it's their neighbor across the street, bigger dude with a red beard? He said you guys.
Oh, the Hammer.
yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Dixon.
Hammer.
Yeah. We call him the Hammer. He was the bang chicks. Yeah, the Hammer.
Really?
Yeah. He's great.
Yeah, he would bang chicks. I don't know
Yeah.
how to cover that. Yeah.
They weren't on the right one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That keeps. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
kind of surprised that he's not called the Pounder.
I don't know why I didn't come up with the name the hammer, but it's stuck, and I still
Wow.
call him that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
50
here's
years
The
the
hammer
later.
pound.
He was telling me how you used to jump off garage roofs and
I
stuff.
never did that. See, it's like one of the things, like, you know, how you tell someone something else, and then it gets bigger.
I guess you guys used to mess around backyard wrestle.
Yeah, trampoline.
Yeah.
We didn't do that crazy.
She said when she saw me walking up the yard, she almost cried.
No.
She's a crier.
Ric Flair.
Yeah,
it's this one.
Is it?
Yep.
I did my first autograph. I've never autographed anything in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
she had me sign. had me sign one of her fan arts. That's one of us.
I thought you turned it off.
Freaking Andy. Freaking Andy.
Keep going.
But yeah, the new Crowbot video, really, really funny.
Sound effects.
Really, really good. It's pretty much Brandon goes and sits down at the computer, and he finds a internet troll named Wizard who is talking bad about the band. So Brandon goes to fight him, and that's all I'm going to give you because it's really funny. You have to go watch it.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a
I'll
good
go
video,
watch it.
and the song is awesome. Crowbot got a lot heavier,
Really good.
not like super heavy, but I think
Yeah.
you'll like it. I think you'll be into it.
But they turned it up a little bit.
They did. They got a little dirty.
Mm.
A little dirty. It's good though. It's still Crowbot, but it's they put a little more rock into it.
No. Okay.
So definitely check that out on their YouTube page.
Is there a new album out or
Not yet.
Okay.
Very soon? Hopefully very soon. Hopefully very very
Yeah,
soon.
hopefully very soon.
It is.
Okay. Everyone, just maybe take your earphones off, or I'm blowing too.
Yep. 100% yours.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Mine's microphone's broken.
Yeah.
All right. Let's we'll
Yeah,
rock
I'll
with
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
go back from it.
Ride, let it ride.
it. Yeah. Anyway, where we at? That'll pretty much cover news. So let's get into we're way before schedule. So
Oh, really? Well,
I better fill some slot here,
I
boys.
can
There's
fill a whole ton
There's
All
no
right.
news.
with everything that I have.
With this being a weekly show, it's hard to, especially with no news. But so Nick's gonna talk to us a little bit about 3D printing, how he got into it, maybe some of the stuff he has, how he goes about it, and show us some of his creations.
Yeah.
So obviously some of this stuff is gonna be hard to show on camera.
Yeah.
Because it's
on the camera.
far away.
Yeah, there's
Where are the cameras?
there's some big things, but then there's some little things that I know some of you guys being gamers that you'll love. But then most of them are just showing like what's capable of being done on a 3D printer.
Cool. And all these, we will take pictures of all this and put it on
Yeah.
our Instagram page. So our Instagram page is interviews with everyday people on Instagram. So go check that out. We'll take pictures of everything Nick shows off today, and we will we'll show them on there as well.
All right.
So what do you want to show first?
Yeah, it's up to you. It's all you.
All right.
So we did show off a Deadpool during
Yeah.
our Facebook
Yeah,
stream.
the Deadpool. Okay, I'll get the Deadpool. Just
Uh-huh.
to reiterate.
Yep. So this is the Deadpool. Once again, I'm not going to go super close, but I mean, detail wise, it is
It
unbelievable.
on the camera, it looks like it's metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. That's like and the thing is, there's different filaments.
Mhm.
I can make it look any color that I would want,
Mhm.
and then that's a bronze colored filament, so it makes it look like metal. And then there's this one. I actually made this for a friend. He was doing a Highland Games, and this is actually the picture on my Facebook page. This
Oh,
is
wow.
my picture. So he stands on his own,
Wow.
Wow.
and that was his award. That was the award for the Highland Games. So I printed that all out, and
It's like a huge D&D mini.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, how did it print with like them? Did it have to make like a something to keep it up, like the strength of it? You know, like it didn't need support or anything.
Well, yeah. Here, let
There
me
you
take
go.
the picture. With here, I actually cut it. I actually went in. This was all one piece
Oh, okay.
on the computer, and then I went in and actually cut on software to cut this off and print that separately.
Oh, okay.
And then I did the same thing with this arm, printed it separately.
Oh, okay. So then
So
glued
it-
it on.
So then I just glued it on and then printed the body by itself.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
So, I mean, they're durable, but they're not like
Yeah, like
you don't drop it. Yeah, don't drop
it.
it.
Yeah, please don't drop it.
But there is like different strength filters or
Now,
filaments, right?
Going back real quick to the Deadpool here, how
Yeah.
long did this take to print?
That took 21 hours.
That is,
It's a slow process, but when you're doing, if you want something high detail,
We're not gonna hold them up,
All right.
just in case. I don't want to drop anything.
Okay.
But if you're doing high detail and it's, you want it to look right the first time, no after preparation to paint it or something or another, you print slow.
Yeah.
And then that's what it is.
And how long did this guy take you?
It's warfare.
That took, I think each arm took 8 to 9 hours. And then the body took, I think, a day and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took a long
He's
time.
really cool looking. Though.
He is. That is super cool.
Oh, he was like, he sent me, or he asked me what I could do. He's like, I want a dwarf. I'm like, all right, let me see what I can find. And so I looked around, and I actually had some people make you pay for their files, and then you can do what you want to them. And then some people, they just make the file, and then you can do whatever with it. And it's for free. And then most of what I'm going to show you today is free. I can print it just for myself, or if you would like it, I could sell it to you.
Yeah.
And so I made that, and
That's awesome.
I that was probably one of my favorite ones that I've done.
Just take like a picture, like a bunch of stuff. Then,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and all right, now this one. Oh, sorry, I'm off.
No, you're good.
This one was actually one of the cool ones
Nice,
because
something broke.
no, there was a wrench.
Okay.
There was another one. I didn't put any of this together. This printed just as is.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. How
A
did
collapsible.
Yeah.
It collapses, so it prints it. If I can figure out what side. Yeah, print it like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then all I did was lift it up,
Yeah.
and it automatically did all that.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So that's another like those little things of like, okay, that's just cool how it could.
Yeah.
It could just make like
The person who designed that must have been
my-
super hard to like sit down and then figure that all out.
Yeah.
And the actual like
All right, I don't want to
digital-
actually.
No, you're that's fine.
I
I
don't-
know
I don't
that's
wanna-
fine.
Oh, I don't know how to like do it what you did to make it stand. All right, cool.
And then you just twist that bottom piece.
So
You know what reminds me of the old time cameras? Like the
That's what it reminded me of. I was like, oh, that's actually
How
really
come it's
cool.
not spinning.
Let's see.
I'm just terrified to break it.
Don't be terrified.
Yeah.
This wasn't anybody's, but my own little. All right, let's see if I can print it.
yeah, that's cool. Like a little basket.
Little basket. I think it was for like a bunch of people. They send out like things for like Easter,
Yeah.
and they'll put like a bunch of like Easter themed products out,
Yeah,
and that's one
Pretty
of them.
cool.
That's
That's
neat to just show off what it can do, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then this was actually one. This is my dad's favorite. My dad's favorite thing. That printed in one piece.
Really?
I didn't
Wow.
have to put any of that together.
And it works.
It
It
works.
works.
Wow.
It works really, really
That's
well.
something how it can like stop to
Oh,
make
definitely.
the moving part.
Yeah, that I was
That's insane.
I was astounded on how well that actually printed. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But then there's different, like these are. It's called PLA. That's like the basic beginner printing kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll leave the big things to last.
This almost looks like it's made out of wood. If you do like,
Yeah, it looks like a little
yeah.
like Japanese Chinese
Yeah.
basket.
All right, then if you're talking about wood, look at that.
Oh, nice. Little controller.
Does that actually fit on a controller?
It actually is
Looks like it
fully
does,
fitted. It fits on a controller, no problem.
So you would have to take the front piece off and screw this piece on.
3D print.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can snap it all.
That's
I
cool.
actually
You can
have the
use
full.
that. I mean, nothing.
I have the full controller at home.
So
really?
he can make custom controllers.
That's
Andy.
awesome. Yeah.
I
And he
can.
actually customize his Switch.
yeah.
Yeah, that is.
I tried to paint a PlayStation controller,
And then-
PlayStation 3, but I can't put it back together. for
That's
some reason.
actually. It's a different type of filament. But it's wood. There's actually
Oh, it's
wood
actually wood
fiber.
filled.
There's actually wood fibers in there.
Wow, that's cool.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah,
But-
that was just snap right on with the other part
Mhm.
for 360.
There's
controller.
different. These are all different types of filaments. There's. That's what all of this started out as.
And yeah, it just feeds into the.
It
the printer,
feeds in.
right?
It heats up to. I know all things like Celsius. That's what everything is
Yeah.
calibrated in millimeters Celsius, and that's all what this is. That's what all this started out as.
Now, do you ever see those 3D printing handheld guns where you like literally hold it with your hand and
Yeah.
draw?
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty cool too.
Wow.
Yeah, it uses the same concept.
Yeah.
But I mind.
But it's a machine. Instead of a machine doing it, they're doing it by hand.
Yeah, they're doing it by hand. I have no artistic ability to do that.
How much do one of those guns go for?
Those guns, I think they're like relative. I think they're $50 or something.
Really?
Yeah, they're nothing too expensive. Now the printer that I've printed almost everything that I have here was $200.
Really? Wow.
$200.
I think there'd be more. Wow. How about that?
Back a couple of years ago, they were like, you couldn't, like, the lowest line one,
Mhm.
and you can only have a print area this big, was like $1,000.
Wow. So
It
a
was
$200
ridiculous.
printer made this.
Yes.
That's insane.
Mhm.
That is super tempting.
Yeah, that I know. And that's the exact reason why I did it. I was like,
this is so cool. This wrench here.
well,
It's
that
like
was
so
he
simple,
actually-
but it's cool.
He actually has cameras going right now in his house, and he has cameras that watch his printers, and he's making stuff right
Oh,
now.
really?
yeah,
Oh,
making.
wow.
All I do is set it, and
Yeah,
I
forget
yeah, set.
Set
Thanks
it
for
and forget
the
it.
puns.
Remember that infomercial? Set
Yeah.
it and forget it.
Have you
Because it's
ever,
a co-op.
Have you ever had started a project and came home and it was completely botched?
Oh yes, 100%.
Wow.
I actually smartened up, and I got a Alexa connected plug that I can go on my phone, and I see if it's failing. I'll just go onto the plug and be like, turn it off.
Oh, cancel it.
And it just turns the printer off. It cools. I've actually came home where the nozzle is completely encrusted with hard plastic.
Would you recommend doing that? Because can that sort of fire?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
probably not smart. That's why you have a
Well,
camera on it as well.
That's why I have a camera on it. That's why I have this plugs on it, and I can control it from wherever. I have come home, and it's just a ball of mess.
And your house smells like plastic.
Yeah, it really. This is in my room.
That's a good question. Does it stink or what does it
This
smell
is in my
like?
room.
Yeah.
I sleep with it on. You know, I have fire detectors in my room, blah, 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 stuff like that.
Mhm.
But there is certain filaments that do smell more than others. This, I've become acquainted with the smell.
Yeah.
It's nothing that I can't sleep through.
It's not like you're taking a lighter and
Yeah.
heating up plastic.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Like, these don't
see
smell
now
like
plastic.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
See now plastic like that. That's called ABS. ABS is like highly toxic. It gives off
Oh,
really
okay,
bad
yeah.
fumes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So like, I don't even know anything. Probably this table. This table is probably made out of ABS plastic.
What about like blister packs for like action figures?
action
would that
figures?
be
Are
fine?
action figures are definitely made out of ABS. They're all injection molded. So that's like the easiest injection mold that you can get is just put it in there, done.
Mhm.
And that's what most of the things are. And these aren't anywhere near that. And the really cool orientation this one printed in, print it like that.
Oh wow.
It didn't print like this.
Yeah.
It printed standing
Standing, wow.
standing
That's
up.
pretty cool.
And most of all these things it's all freestanding. I try not to print with supports. Supports hold the things up
Yeah.
so they don't fall over, because you're going up layer by layer, and if you start printing over nothing, it's just going to fall.
Yeah.
Is that so that when you say something would fail, like you're printing this and it just goes bye bye, and then it's still printing up here.
It's going to print no matter what. It's not going to say, oh wow, it fell over, I'm going to stop. It's going to be like, oh, it fell over, I'm still going to just I'm still
And
going
it goes down.
to squirt plastic all over the place and make a huge mess. So next,
If anyone has any questions in the chat too,
yeah,
put them
ask,
there.
Definitely do
ask
so,
up. I'll try to answer them to the best of my knowledge.
And what's your Facebook for this? Or
It is
3D by Nick.
3D by Nick. I want to try to work with the name,
Yeah.
but that was just a quick little mock up,
Yeah. Just
a little mock up for it. So I was like, all right, let me see how this goes.
Mhm.
I may change the name down the line, see how big it gets. Maybe I'll try to figure out a name for
Yeah.
it.
So
That
before
was so
when Nick
cool.
started today, he had 102 likes on his page.
Yeah.
And we did our magic here at the podcast, and
Yeah.
we invited some people. You're up to 161.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So we'll keep track of that
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
go.
Smash.
Yeah, I custom made this one for a friend. He actually he's a big Superman fan. He's a big comic book
And
guy.
you consider him a friend?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
But he's a big Superman guy.
No.
And actually I didn't make the front Superman, but I made the back plate that's yellow, and I made
But guys, here, what S is that from?
That's the movie one from the first Man of Steel.
Man, it's okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh, I know they're good. They could probably point out everything in there.
That's cool though.
Oh no! The troll's down. Actually, let me get a quick picture of that. The broken mic.
Yeah. Just break it more.
It's sweet. Reminds me of something from like Warhammer.
Yeah, no,
That looks it looks like 3D printed like of a character before it goes into a video game.
Yeah.
that's exactly what I thought it was.
Oh, that's cool. It has a little sparkles in it.
Yeah, and that's the other little, other thing. Well,
Like that filament just has
that
like
filament,
Can you make a 3D realistic 3D printed of a spider so I can screw up my wife?
I didn't bring it. No.
You have a spider?
No, I don't have a spider. I have an octopus.
Oh yeah.
But they make filament that's flexible.
Really?
Yeah, it's called flexible filament.
Oh, wow.
It's more of like a rubber.
Yeah.
So I can print it out and I have a little octopus,
You just sit over here.
Yeah. That's great.
probably about yay big octopus on my TV. I want on my TV stand.
Mhm.
And it sits there, and I can actually go over to each leg, and like they're all curled up. I can
Yeah.
actually go and pull them out, and it'll go right back to
Oh,
where,
wow.
and I can go squish it and everything.
That's
That's
cool.
so
So
cool.
it doesn't make just hard pieces of plastic.
Yeah.
It makes flexible
So
pieces.
how many years already you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Of stuff
Oh,
you want to make? Of stuff you want.
Like my brain a little.
the minds are going on what can be I should say
Anything.
anything. I can make anything.
Yeah.
It is
As long as you
Right.
get the
as long as
the blueprint.
yeah.
You know.
It's just
We
not-
got 2 guaranteed cosplayers, and
Yeah.
I have a few buddies that
Yeah.
need stuff
My-
printed off. So
My tag partner's sister's husband. So there we go.
Mhm.
He got one. And
Jerry.
he makes stuff.
Jerry.
Yeah. And I said, because for my one gem doll, this is gonna be super dorky. She had the wrong color shoes. So I said, "Can you make shoes for me?" And he's like, "Yeah." But he had a hard time like figuring out the inside of the heel. For
That's
it.
the biggest.
But
thing.
then he said once he had the design, and he's like, "I made you lunch." I was like,
See,
"Oh,
now-
thank you."
There's a thing you can use your phone as a 3D scanner.
Oh, really? To like
You can like go around the object and it'll 3D scan it, and it will be actual that size, and you could take it from your phone to the computer and then model from that.
Wow.
So I was like, maybe I'll start doing that. But then my computer, like this is like the extent of like what I'm possible of doing
Yeah.
on the computer. I'm starting to get into it. It's nothing.
Well, you're still starting off, so
yeah,
you're
exactly
learning.
exactly that. And this
So-
is
We could definitely relate to that. I mean, we started off a long time. We're not very long ago doing this is a puzzle.
no, that is a
dear
transformer.
Lord. Oh, I was
That
just
is
gonna
a
say, I'm like,
transformer.
no, you
And
did
it turns
not.
into a
And yes,
TNT
you did.
box.
Here, I'll see if I can do it. This is
I was gonna say, I
so
don't think
long
with it.
ago
Is
that
it all
I've made this.
Was this all one print?
This was all done, printed as when I gave it to you
Really, as a box.
as a box.
Wow.
I actually had to go in, and I felt like I was gonna break the thing for hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what bends and what shouldn't bend.
So it literally 3D printed you a puzzle, and you're like, now you got to figure it out.
Yes.
How awesome was that?
That's great.
Transformers are goofy when it comes to putting them back together.
This isn't like it. It was just such a random thing. This is my dad's favorite. Other than that wrench,
Yeah.
this is my dad's favorite print
Wow.
for
I'm gonna have
because
you-
it
I'm
has
gonna
the
have
hand.
I'm gonna have you hold it.
Yeah, I guess it probably doesn't stand.
It doesn't.
You're gonna be in the
But
picture,
still, that's cool.
and then if you want to put it back,
And it's
in the
crazy.
TNT.
It printed like a box.
It
Yeah.
printed like a box. It's actually called the Boom Bot
Oh, okay.
because the TNT.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. So let's see if I can do this here without it breaking on me.
Man, the guy sat down and did that blueprint.
Oh my god! Yeah, I couldn't even
Jesus.
imagine.
It's like you can make it stand, and then he tried to make it stand. Go, God damn
I
it!
will make it stand.
God damn it!
yeah, he's sitting there for like hours upon hours trying to get this thing to fit because the tolerances all this is printed in one piece, and if you have
Now, do
that-
they tell you when you make it, like, hey, you should definitely use this filament, this style?
they tell you like
If
the
you-
settings you should use.
Specifics, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you try to
That's
use the
cool.
wrong filament, it will not hold. And
Yeah, like it. That's what it looks like.
Take a picture of it as a box.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So definitely, it's
That is really neat. I like
Yeah.
that.
yeah. That was probably one of the most stressful prints because it would get so far and like one piece would come loose inside, and it would be like, no, it has to be restarted.
Oh, that sucks.
That took, I think that one took 2 days.
Really?
Nonstop,
thinking a
nonstop
week.
print, nonstop printing 2 days. Because once you can't stop a print and then restart it. There's
what if it runs out of filament?
then
Does
you,
it remember where it left off?
no, not the one I have. The more higher end ones,
Yeah.
they do. You know,
So you got to
can-
be like, I have enough filament to last me how many hours, and then I make sure I got to be home before.
yeah, like it's so because they come in as I said, they come in like kilogram. It's
Yeah.
a kilogram, which is 2.2 pounds
That's
of filament.
Can't get his head out.
Yeah, it's really tight. Don't worry about it. You
Yeah.
won't break it.
Okay.
Snap. Yeah, snap. Oh, no.
well, what else you got here?
Turn
Um,
it
That seriously reminded me of like Crash Bandicoot, like the
Yeah.
TNT.
Ooh,
Great.
I'll leave that one to last. This one I've gotten so many requests on. It's a magnet.
Really?
I went in, cut it, and I actually put the magnet in computer. I actually printed that.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
gonna take a look at that.
It's
it's a
it's
skull.
Stormtrooper.
Yo,
It-
that's neat.
Can you do a skull Batman mask like that?
I don't know if someone makes it.
That
That's
would
the
be cool.
biggest. I know that would be so cool.
I like skull stuff.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
love
rich,
that too. I just love
You
how
can
it
picture
was.
that.
The thing is with that filament, it looks really cool because it looks like marble, does it not?
It does.
And you couldn't even see the layer lines, nothing.
Reminds me of like one of those like
Creepy.
cheap like cooler storage bins
Yeah.
like back
yeah.
in the 90s.
Mhm.
I have like one that looks like stores all my Goosebump books.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, that looks cool.
But yeah, that's what like I sat down and I was like, all right, I want to challenge myself tonight. And I sat down and there was a full model. It was a full like it actually has back here, the full model has like the other bone, like the other skull pieces hanging out and stuff like that. And I just cut it in half. I'm like, let's see if I can make this a magnet.
Yeah.
I
So
got
I-
a challenge for you.
What's that?
Are you able to do different colors,
let's
like
hear
a
this.
different like color palette with some with
So a lot of the stuff you have to paint then after.
There's actually a funny thing. You said palette. There is actually
That's
a
awesome.
machine
That's so cool.
that you feed 4 different filaments in, and it will slice each one. I need to go from a program or from
Did
a
you get a picture of
file
that?
and slice it into each
I'm gonna take a
layers.
picture of that too. then.
Yo.
Yeah.
And it
I'm
actually there's a thing that says it's called a palette. It's the machine that you feed 4 filaments in, and you create an extra file, and it actually remembers where each color is, and it will cut the filament, weld it back together, and print all that color. Like I would have been able to print that piece right there.
Deadpool.
No.
Or-
The
or
Superman
Superman.
thing
in one
in
shot.
one
Wow.
shot.
So you can do
Wow.
multiple colors then if you get.
If I have that machine,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like an add-on to your printer. Yeah.
Only reason why I bring that up is
Uh-huh.
because Majora's Mask,
Oh, from
full blown
Oh,
Majora's Mask, and all those colors and all that other
Mhm.
stuff. That'd be pretty freaking wild.
yeah. There's I don't know if there's a file out there for it
Mhm.
because, as I said, I'm trying to get into designing.
Mhm.
You know, I'm just not that artistic to sit there and be like, all right, I can make that Xbox controller, or I can
Yeah.
do that. I can make small edits to
Fair
them.
enough, yeah.
And like the Stormtrooper, or I have another wrench, you know, that I put a different logo on. I took the
Yeah.
logo off and I put a different one on. And then this one is what you guys saw. And actually, I contacted you guys for this reason because you guys gave me so much praise about it. I actually
The
brought
Groot.
it.
Yeah,
I
this
actually
is-
brought it.
So this is what the first one I seen, and I shared it to the page, and I said, "Yo, he has this like rainbow 3D printer,
so it's like
and he made Groot."
Iridescent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like they call it like silk. They call it like a silk color,
Mhm.
and this actually, it had the colors change in the filament.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
do anything to it. It was just the roll of filament that I bought.
So it was,
And it was,
like,
like,
as
heat
it printed, it
activated,
started
yeah.
like pink and then went
Yeah,
green and yellow.
it went to
Oh,
all those
cool.
different colors.
the
And
lady at my job was obsessed with Baby Groot.
and that's actually a pen holder for one of the you put your pens in it.
That's an awesome pen holder. That's a hell of a
You
pen
can make
holder.
that like a little like planner then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put a little planet like
Like little
cool.
bonsai tree in there.
You
Yeah,
could
I
put a
was
little
thinking,
Groot in a Groot.
That'd
Yeah.
be really cool.
either I just bought what do they call it? The
So
flycatcher,
some-
the fly catching
Yeah.
Oh,
Venus fly traps. You put it in the top of that, that would look
Oh
great.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
man,
as so just like I'm trying to just do price wise if anyone would be interested. So like a Groot or like how much would this Groot would?
That Groot, would probably sell it for $30, $40. It's just time
Yeah.
time.
And then like the
You could sell that. Like no.
Those
problem.
I think I sold for 40. I sold those for 40 each.
that's
'Cause
super respectable.
And the thing is, each filament, there's lower end filaments and then there's more expensive
Yeah.
filaments. Like that blue back there for a kilogram of that was like $40.
Really?
Oh,
Oh wow, yeah.
That was for a
Because it
kilogram.
has the little sparkles in it and stuff.
And it was like from a name.
Now, a
Like-
lot of this stuff too, what you can do as well is be like, hey, I can make this for you, but if you want it colored,
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to because you said right now your painting isn't up to what it should be, but
Yeah.
you can either sell it and you can paint it yourself, or you can
Yeah, exactly.
take it to somebody who can paint it for
Yeah,
you.
and if it comes in multiple pieces, I'll try filling in the seams as much as I possibly can because that's a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely.
And because you're filling it, I use wood filler actually.
Okay.
I use wood filler to fill in the seams and then sand it all down smooth,
Mhm.
and then try to get it completely smooth is tough
Yeah.
and without any seams.
If you were ever wondering if you want to like kind of smooth everything out, Amazon.com has these little like sanding sticks, and they go up to like 8,000. It's like a ridiculous like 8,000
grit?
grit. Oh
Yeah.
man, like, and when you're doing it, you literally polish it. It's like literally like
Glass.
shiny. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can
Mhm.
really get into it.
Yeah.
I'm really like into like Gundam models.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into Gundam models. That's the only reason
Okay.
why I kind of like. I wanted to even ask you this question: do they make like crystal or clearer colored filament?
do, don't
than
they?
too?
I believe they do.
He's like,
Oh, he's beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
Wow, he's like, I'm
I
gonna show
have-
you.
I have some at home.
Oh,
This is the clearest I can get you.
okay.
It's a white, but I have green, I have red, I have orange. I was actually going to make with that bronze filament. I was actually going to print out the Infinity Gauntlet,
Oh wow.
wearable Infinity Gauntlet, and then
With
make the
this,
stones light up.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
all
that's
myself,
it. Yeah,
all
yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go out
also,
and buy it.
also electrician.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
also electrician. So
Yo, so maybe you could help me with something for Halloween.
all right.
So here's what I need for
I want-
Halloween.
Oh, Iron Man suit.
No. So
It's
we
gonna take a long
so
time.
we want to make for our front porch.
Okay.
We're gonna get like cardboard and we're gonna make doors and hang them on our front porch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna dress up as Sully. My wife's gonna dress up as Boo,
Mhm.
and and Nikolai is probably gonna be as Mike Wazowski, and we're gonna hand candy out to the kids.
I have no idea who they
Monsters Inc.
Oh,
Monsters
Monsters
Inc.
Inc.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
I
never watched
it.
Out of all people,
But you would be perfect for this because A, you could do wiring, and B, you can give me a price of how much it would cost. But I want to make like a small, it doesn't have to be big, just like a small cylinder that
Mhm.
it's like sound activated. So if you went, it would like raise. So you know how in the movie when they get the screams?
Yeah, they get the
and open up the can so kids can get the candy when they scream.
Well, no, I would just say, hey, we need some juice. If you guys want to get candy, I need you to help me fill up this battery
Oh,
thing
that's cool.
and just have it so I can reset it for each kid and they can scream into it and fill it up.
I can
That's
look
cool.
if I'm
Fair
trying to doing something like that. That's more of like a circuit board kind of
Yeah.
small electronics.
Yeah, and even if you know the electronic aspect of it, we could do it with PVC pipe. Like just get pieces of PVC, and we don't have to 3D print it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I could look at. I could attempt to see what I can do with that.
That'd be
it
awesome.
seems, yeah, I could look at it. That's a little out there, but I can trust me. I can watch anything on YouTube and figure out how to do it. That's how I figure out all of this.
So when
no one taught me.
The video he showed on this, I think
Same.
Groot was only half done, and it was still like.
Yeah, because it just builds by
It
layer.
was so cool to watch.
Is there a glow in the dark filament? I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes, there is.
that'd be cool.
I actually that Tyrannosaurus Rex skull that I have, that actually is glowing.
Yeah, he has a big T-Rex.
that's cool.
That's awesome.
on the
Like
Facebook page.
like
On the
Vince McMahon's
Yeah.
office.
on the Facebook page, it's a semi-clear opaque.
I just realized
Filament.
our blow up doll is in shot right now, and you just see his
You wouldn't know because it looks like a stuffed animal.
It looks like a Stretch Armstrong.
It's a starfish.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. What else
It's a
we got?
pink
All right,
elephant.
what else do we have? All right, keeping with the Star Wars.
We got Darth Vader. Oh, that's sweet.
And it has a stand.
Yeah, and it's like an imperial.
That looks
stand.
So
Really
going back to
cool.
the stormtrooper, if there was you know how in the movie where Darth Vader's mask was kind of broke
Melt it.
I'm
and,
sure
and the
that
skull
exists.
was in
Yeah.
there,
Uh-huh.
that would be cool.
They have one melted. They have a one of Darth Vader's helmet melted. I was
I
thinking
mean,
about minting out.
I'm not a big Star Wars person, but that is sharp.
Yeah.
Honestly, just like looking at this stuff, like how like the finishes and all that, it just
That's
really
really
looks
cool.
so wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, now the thing is, you control the finish. See, you see like that's like a satin,
Mm-hmm.
and that's printed out of the same filament.
Oh,
And it's more of a shiny.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
I can
God,
control
you-
I can control the satin and
Oh, really?
the shine
Wow.
of it
How about
for
that?
the temperature.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get like a sleek or a
Yeah.
That is
what do they call or
unbelievable.
natural, like
Yeah.
you get wrestling boots. That's what that's called.
And that printed all in one piece. It actually printed, if you see like the little hole in the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
it printed on that angle. Like that angle, it printed on that.
Wow.
It was incredible.
And it fit like a glove as soon as you do it.
Oh yeah, it fits right down. Yeah.
If you went
Perfect.
to like one of the little local cons like Lehigh Valley one, you could definitely sell all this stuff at a table.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
no problem. You know?
And
100%.
Yeah. As
it's
long as
like-
you make anything like Star Wars comics, stuff like that.
yeah,
Everything on this table, I
Yeah.
guarantee,
Even something like that's cool wrench
would sell.
Yeah. The wrench is cool.
I
Especially if you explain to them like this was done on a 3D printer, and like kind of gave them a little backstory. Like they'd be like, "Oh my god, this is actually even cooler because it was done like
at home.
at home."
yeah.
At home.
They would gobble this shit up.
I've just never been, I want to go to Comic-Con. I want to go to Comic-Con
Yeah.
so bad. And like I would feel wrong. I would feel wrong not going and not being dressed up.
Oh well, yeah. Well,
and not being dressed up as
Makes the
something.
experience so much
well, you can just go
better.
to them small little
Yeah.
ones, where there's not
Mhm.
that much going on, and it's sell there.
So and even just walking around, like I would try to I've been trying to print business cards.
That's a good
Business
idea.
cards.
Yeah.
And it would say 3D by Nick. And I was actually gonna bring some tonight, but I couldn't get it to work. I was sitting there for hours upon hours upon hours trying to get this thing to work. Wouldn't work. So I was like, all right, fine. And the 3D print business cards, just to hand out people when
Yeah.
I'm at like a Comic-Con or something like that, just be handing out things like that. So it would just be
Now the
perfect.
only thing with this is, I guess, if you're an eco-friendly person, this is horrible for the environment.
This is it's awful. But they make I would think that they would somehow make a biodegradable plastic or a plastic filament.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes against all things. If you print the Darth Vader out in biodegradable plastic, it's going to degrade after a long
Yeah.
time. So
Plus, I mean, like someone buys this Deadpool, they're gonna want to keep it. And
Yeah,
put
100%.
it
Yeah,
on
of course.
display.
It's this is super impressive.
Yeah, this
Now-
one's crazy.
Thor's swords from Ragnarok.
Oh wow!
I have both of them. I have this one.
So how big is your 3D printer? Or is this printing like chunks?
The chunks.
Oh,
This
okay.
prints like I printed all the sword out in one piece,
Yeah.
like one time, and then I glued it all together. There's actually, I think in this
They
one,
make like little like twin holes that connect it.
yeah, there's actually a rod going from here all the way down into your hilt
for the
This is
reinforcement.
awesome.
for the reinforcement.
It
yeah.
is. It isn't that heavy.
I did the same.
This would be great for
same thing.
cosplay.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I was actually thinking about making like a wall mount where
Oh,
it sits
yeah,
here,
yeah.
this
Oh,
sits
that's
here,
cool.
and this sits here on my wall.
Yeah, that's,
Somehow, way or
those
another.
are awesome. You came up with them like people like yeah. Look at that.
You know,
And you make that, you can make anyone's like Blade, Deadpool.
You know, if you're-
Yeah,
Now,
anything.
Sephiroth.
I didn't see the movie, but does each sword have a different base like that?
Yes, each like if you look at the references like on the internet,
Mhm.
each one of them have a different hilt.
I
a
don't,
different handle.
I don't know the names for that. I've actually never seen Thor
Wanna hold
Ragnarok
him?
all the way through.
Yeah, this was when he was fighting.
Hulk, right?
Yeah, this is when he was fighting Hulk in the
first
arena.
round.
I will hold him like.
Like turn.
We'll get Andy because he's more in the shot here. I don't want to get
I
my
was gonna
fridge.
say that.
you
Like this.
can hold them.
Like that. That's pretty cool. Like,
You know what you could probably use for the glue? I don't know if like thin cement would work very well. I don't know how like it would melt
There's
it
this
well enough.
filament, or there's this glue that I've come upon. It's called Gloop, and it's almost like a rubber cement, but it has solvents in it that melts the plastic just
Yeah.
enough, and you put it back
And then-
together, and it works great.
Fuses it.
It fuses it 100%. You're not taking that apart.
really?
Yeah,
These are nice. And it's not that heavy to carry around all day.
Mhm.
You know?
Wait till you see the other one.
yeah. Yeah,
I'll
the
definitely do
other.
that.
I'll leave.
Is this the last item?
This is the second to last
I
item.
was like, I only have 52 more.
I was like,
keep bringing
no, I
them
was
on.
like,
No.
I'm getting
filling up the
no, no.
This is
I'm getting
awesome.
super sad. Like I know it's eventually going to end, and I want to see
Eventually,
more.
this is Mjolnir. That's my baby. I've worked so hard on that and
This
so
is-
long.
How long did that one take? Like when you finally got it ready?
24 hours on each side of the hammer. Because
for,
each
for,
si-
for like that stuff.
no, one side there's a little line here.
Oh,
One
okay.
side is 24
Oh,
hours.
I got you. Okay.
And then another
am-
side.
I am worthy,
There
and I'm fat.
There you go.
Yeah. Only people that've seen Endgame would get this shirt.
Yeah.
Like I was so scared to wear it on here because of I don't know if anybody sees if everybody has
The-
We
the-
spoiled the
This is
hell out of
awesome.
it.
The ban has been lifted.
Like,
Okay,
like the one
okay.
that you see on or that you buy like at a toy store is all like real light and happy. Like,
Yeah.
it's really awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
carrying this around.
Well,
I think that's better than the Marvel one.
and that's actual that wasn't designed in there.
yeah, like
I cut a little hole and it's a little rough. I did it with a Dremel.
okay, yeah.
And-
Dremels are awesome by the way.
I was so new at it. I was just like, oh no. I'm like, oh.
So how
I
much
just
would you,
cut a giant hole in it.
how much would you sell Mjolnir
Oh, yeah,
for?
that's a cool.
Mjolnir,
Or would you never make another one because it's tough?
I would make another one if someone would want one. And it was just a long
Yeah,
print. And
cool.
I can make it out of any filament. I can make it out of the cheapest filament I could possibly get to cut the price.
Yeah.
But to sell that, I would probably have to say $100 to $150.
Which is
Okay.
still super reasonable.
Yeah.
If you want like for a good hot cosplay hammer that's not made out of actual metal, like
Yeah.
That's solid. Yeah.
Because when you have a toy one, everyone
And
knows
the
it's
thing
a toy.
is-
The Marvel one, I think the Marvel one they sell theirs for $150.
Is it with the metal one?
I
I
can
seen one that
hang
was
it.
400.
I can
It was
hang it.
awesome.
I can do
Wow.
anything like that. That's all
$400.
epoxied. I epoxied
Wow.
that in.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
yeah,
you
that's
have
sweet.
to go that route. Yeah.
Like you can, and then like
It's
you
all
don't have to worry.
hanging.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't go smashing stuff with it, but
No. But
you
you
can
can.
bop people. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. But I don't know. The
can
thing
block
is, I don't
people.
know with cosplay regulations, what's the thing with sharp objects? What's the thing with?
Different ones are different. But they
Yeah.
not because when they had that shooting, that was all they were real.
like those swords, would they get by?
Probably it
Yeah.
depends. Like
you have to. They have
it's
to mark them
pointy,
off
but
as.
if you hand it to them, they're like last year I had guns, then they just go, okay, this is what they did. They looked at it, okay. Awesome, geez. That's
Smash.
The one night where the microphones are just
It's
taking
fucking
it.
toast.
Well, that one's broken.
But like,
anyway.
yeah, the sh- and
I think
then
mine is.
I
too.
went to Harrisburg one time, my Harley hammer, and I was like, do I look at this guy? I was like, nah, just put the peace sign on it. Like, all right, there
Yeah.
can be like knives in
I
it.
think once they pick it up and realize how
yeah, then-
light it is, they're like, yeah.
Yeah,
even
what-
if you probably hit someone with that, it would.
But they're
probably
kind of
break.
Yeah.
they're lax in the rules. Not if you take like Wolverine claws that are actual blades. You know, okay.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was
they're like,
worried
oh,
about
no
because
way.
like I would sell this stuff
That
and
would
they'd be
be
like,
cool.
oh, we
That'd
can't
be
take.
cool to make the
Like,
Wolverine
they're-
claws that would sit in your hands, kind of, but not be metal. You can make the so if someone's
Mhm.
trying to do Wolverine,
Yeah,
you can get by with plastic ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked like this. Like
I've
metal.
actually looked at because I was actually one of my next requests from majority of this goes to two people that I'm friends with. Majority of it goes to those two people, and they said, "Is there any way can you possibly get Wolverine claws?" And I'm like, "I'll look." And there was one. I think there was one file where it was like the handheld ones where you had little. It was like coat hangers.
Yep.
Little coat hangers into the back of them, and they were fully printed.
So I know you were talking about a Batman bust, and I told you I'd pay you for it. But I think there's one other, besides a Joker or a Batman, there's one other villain that I would want a bust of.
Yes.
Would be Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
That'd be a
I
cool bust.
think there's one out there.
Is
There's
there?
one. Yeah. If for my rough looking, and that's all I do is I sit there and I'll be like, oh, let's see what I can make today, and I'll sit there and scroll through 1,000 different models that people have made, and it'll be just making stuff.
I thought you were gonna mention Clayface, Tony.
Clayface
Clayface.
would be cool, too.
Clayface would be a good one.
Batman. I mean, it's serious Clayface.
Right, what's that one?
obviously.
Where's
Yes,
coming
of
up?
course.
You got the
Yes.
hammer again, real quick. Grab the hammer.
Yeah, put that up. I was gonna say, want me to just hold it like?
There's
like
I
hammer
need to
or
print the stand for it. There's a stand that goes
Oh,
with
really?
it.
Oh,
That's pretty
yeah, and it
nifty.
sits like that then, like
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Mhm.
That's awesome.
I've actually my next big you can tell I love Thor. I love I just love that
Yeah.
kind of thing. I'm actually in the process of making Stormbreaker.
Really? Wow.
I
It's
was
not
just
going to
gonna
be
ask you,
it's not
so-
going to be full size. It's not going to be a 1-to-1 because of my printer size.
Yeah.
I would love to make a 1-to-1 because the 1-to-1's like 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't make it
That's
that
little.
big because of my printer being
Could you make it in pieces and glue it all together?
yes. I can cut it even smaller than it's already cut because it's cut into smaller pieces to begin with, but those smaller pieces are still too big for my printer.
I think after this podcast, I think you're going to get a lot of inquiries and people are going to be
Yeah.
buying stuff. You'll be getting a newer printer in no time.
Oh, I know. And I've been looking in so many
Okay.
just like try to get to it, and I was like, I have money like stashed away.
Like if you're a Star Wars fan and he's saying, and you would honestly, you would look at this and say, and he says $40-$30 for this, like you'd be silly not to buy that.
Yeah.
Like I'm being
Yeah,
serious.
they
No,
sell
thank you.
stuff, and that I think if you sold that for 150, people would buy that. I'd buy it.
Yeah, I would buy
Especially
definitely.
for-
I'd pay $150
Yeah.
for that
Thank you.
and have that with like I
And
honestly
like this, at like you go to collectors cons and you have a couple of them, and like what is that?
Like if some of the-
Transformer? Yeah, that's gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
all of this would be gone. The
Yeah.
Deadpool would be gone. The Superman would be gone. The Skull Stormtrooper, the Groot. It'd be snatched. It'd be gone. Your table would be done before an hour and a half into the con.
Oh, jeez, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Now my piece to resistance. This is what I've been waiting to finish to come on the show. This is my Optimus Prime.
And it's
This is
basically G1. And he
Yes.
has his Energon axe
yes,
and his blaster.
and his blaster.
Wow, that's awesome.
It does not stand by itself.
But still, that's awesome.
It is fully articulating.
Wow.
Each joint moves. The head moves. I would open the chest to show what's it called? I'm blanking here. But the chest opens.
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Really?
That's the chest opens,
And then,
but there's
You
like a
angle-
little piece down here
can,
that it's weak.
can you angle this
Yeah.
little? No, wait.
there
we go.
Andy Header. Thank you.
You want to hold this? I can grab a picture.
Yeah,
That is unbelievable.
cool.
and everything I printed from its own. Oh no,
Whoa.
hand came apart.
That's cool. There's real hands under there. So if you don't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to take
yeah.
the
You
axe
can
off-
actually take apart the hand
Oh man.
and just have his blaster. And the blaster comes
So
apart.
did you print like the feet and then like the arms, or how did you
There
print this?
There is so many pieces to this.
Really?
I lost track of what pieces we're printing.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna put his axe back in just for this photo.
The
Okay.
Energon axe.
And like that kind of like that flip it around. Yeah, it slides over that way. And then it like seats. And it stands like that will.
So this is the baby right here, right?
It's almost like
This
a
is
puppet.
my this
I'm
is
very nice.
my baby on like what is capable.
Wow. That's awesome.
And
And he moves.
it fully moves.
What if it transformed? That'd be insane.
I know that
Yeah.
like there's some models
Really?
out there that are fully like they'll transform
Really?
back to like a truck.
Wow.
And now my next, we actually talked about it at the pre-show. He was talking about Power Rangers, and there is a Megazord file
Really?
that I can get. It's not going to be fully colored like this,
Yeah.
but I'll be able to print it, gray or
Yeah.
a black
And then
or
I
anything
pick
like
whatever.
that, and then you could paint it to what you want,
Yeah.
like to your standards.
Do you have an Instagram account?
It's not it. There's no. It's only my personal, but no, there's no Instagram on.
What is your Instagram?
It would be just Nick F24. That's my personal. But yeah, every piece on this came from my printer, and it fully moves everything. This is my baby. It took so long.
I can imagine.
It's so long.
200 points of a ticker list.
It's and like all the pieces, like all these pieces. See if I can snap one off without breaking it. Do it down here. I'll snap it right
And
off.
it's like cartoon colors too.
And it is that's what I was trying to go
Yeah.
for. Like I went in and I was like, all right, what filaments can I get? Yeah. What colors to make it look as accurate as possible?
Yeah.
There's actually a star screen also
Really?
that I want to
Oh,
print.
man.
I want-
screen.
Yeah, I want to. And so like this. Let's see if I can do it. There is a little matrix. In there.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
is
yeah,
a little,
that's cool. It has the matrix in
there's a little matrix in
there.
there.
Oh wow.
So this, I was just so happy when this was done. I almost cried. I was like,
Look how cool it is, though.
no.
You're like, yes, boom.
Yeah.
And the way they designed it is actually like they took the actual Transformer,
Oh, man.
like the 25th anniversary one, because it has the same things. And
Mhm.
stuff.
It looks. I mean, look, if you were to take that right from the original show,
Dead
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh wow, the thing comes off.
Yo.
And that's how the front. Like if I would have to take these pieces
Yeah.
off, all this is all press fitted except for one piece, and it's that little main piece
Yeah.
to hold the legs and body together.
Oh wow,
Everything else is press fitted together.
wow, that's awesome. It's like a little model.
This exactly, yeah. So that's it.
Nah,
He's
he's
going
cool.
back in the box.
Breaking.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So that.
So was that cool? Can we make it off of this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done for the show
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, everyone. So, but that is
That's cool.
everything. That's everything I brought.
These
for
are all
you guys.
cool. Yeah, it's all cool.
now he did make something else, but he forgot about it.
I did. I made coasters for your podcast.
Oh really? Oh,
Every single
awesome.
one, all the podcasts, I have their logos, and I have them painted,
Yeah.
and I have them. Actually, let me pull them up.
No.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Just want to hold the sword.
That's $100.
Yeah.
But I actually have the tornado tag
I'm a half dead
Oh, wow.
Because-
trooper.
That's awesome.
because I saw you guys have a sticker table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, condensation. It's getting summertime. You have condensation going pouring down on your stickers. You're gonna be peeling up. So I was like, all right, let's try that. I have that one,
Another Bang Bears
Oh,
one.
cool.
Oh, they're cool. Yeah.
and they're all. I have them painted,
Yeah.
and then I have resin.
Oh,
over
so,
top of
so
them.
it's flat.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's flat.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
And that was my first adventure into resin.
really.
It was so hard. This is my second batch because I printed them, painted them, poured the resin in, and it had a bunch of bubbles in it. I was like, that's
Oh.
not to my standards.
Yeah.
I'm not giving those to those guys. It's gonna look like crap. So I was like, all right, let me try it again. And that was the
All of the photos are now up on Instagram. So if you want to take a look at them in better view, they're unbelievable. That stuff that's so cool,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, definitely.
You
You could just sit there and play with
Yeah.
them. And then that's like they're sitting. I would speak when I first printed those. I was just sitting around the house playing with them.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm playing with my toys."
I made them.
I'm 23 years old. I'm still playing with toys. Leave me alone.
So out of everything here, if this was sitting on his table at a con, what would you buy first?
This one, like, I don't know if I drop that money at a con, you know.
Yeah.
That would be something like, okay, I want to be Thor, so, you know, commission, as they say.
Yeah.
To get
Mhm.
that made. I think I like the Transformer thing
Mm-hmm.
and the wrench. I don't know. But probably like the Deadpool or like another hero, something like this. This one's really cool too.
Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. These would catch my eye.
Yeah.
The Groot is really, really cool too. Only because I think the filament really makes it pop.
Okay.
But I mean, all of it is really cool. I'm not even the Superman, but that's really cool. Like, and like I said, if you're like, hey, $30, $40 for one, I'd be like, yeah, you would get my business.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, cool. Cool.
This
So
is
you
it.
guys are giving me great ideas because if I would buy a stand, I would want to know
Yeah, what
what I want to
yeah.
sell, like
Yeah.
what I can sell and what the prices,
And, like
what
stuff like
prices
that.
are outrageous
Honestly,
and what prices aren't.
Like this
Another-
one, and then
another
like if you
thing-
made like one like this big, like the same thing, but if it was lesser quality, like that would sell. But like
Yeah.
say this one was 40 and then the next one's 20 and like
Oh yeah, like print
Yeah.
the same thing but in lesser quality
Yeah,
or
it's
smaller or
yeah.
smaller. Okay.
Yeah. That way someone would be like, I like that. But
You
I'll
know
just
what
get the little
probably
one.
also go
And just
over
put it on my
huge
desk.
if you could find the files for it, would be people are really, really into D&D pieces or like
of the little guys.
little
The only problem
characters.
is
They
they're-
make so many of them. So many.
Yeah.
There's so like I'm looking online, I'm like, I don't even know what they are, but they're just miniatures.
But I'm saying if you like said, hey, here's a D&D set, and you're and just like if you find the file and be like, this set is themed after this,
Yeah.
and made the set all in a bag and be like, here's a D&D set of this, and it's
like skeleton warriors.
yeah, skeleton, and it's like 80. Like I don't know how much a normal set would go for.
Yeah.
You got
Not
a
the
cartoon
cartoon,
idea.
Yeah, or even like this is like joking. I'm just being funny, but like this is the Game of Thrones D&D set, and there was all the little
Little
Game of
minis,
Thrones
yeah.
minis.
Okay.
They would like you would sell those at GameStops, like game stores, like
Yeah, especially a gamer
like,
convention.
like,
and-
yeah, you would
Okay.
sell those like because people like to play the board, the tabletop games, and I'm sure now if they're like, hey, people that play D&D would be like, I would like to do my own D&D campaign that's based off Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And be like, their ending sucked. I'd like to make my own
Or
ending.
a lot of people sometimes they have like a bunch of the same type of bad guy will attack, so they would want a bunch of wargs, which are like these lizard things.
Yeah,
so, like, if
okay.
you made like 10 of them, there's a pack of 10.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know what
I
you
think
would charge for
there's
them.
I think there's actually like
Just
files for
everything.
them.
Yeah.
For them.
Like
Are they on like little like
Yeah, they have,
octagon bases?
Some are octagons and some are round. Some,
Okay,
the Star
yeah.
Wars ones are square.
Yep.
There's
Okay, exactly.
yeah,
Then
just
I know.
type in like role playing game D&D minis.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Pathfinders
would
and
sell
all.
like crazy.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, anything like anything comic book related. If you any like I made Thor's hammer. If you made like a little Thor's hammer, like maybe
Mhm.
like a keychain,
like a
or something.
keychain.
Yeah.
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 And
a
there's
little gauntlet, little like batarang.
was a
Yeah,
couple-
batarangs.
Yeah, there was a couple little things that I would just like print out. Like I go to a bunch of Jeep like car shows and stuff like that, and I'm really into my Jeep. You
You're
saw
very
it.
nice Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you saw
okay,
it
so, yeah.
outside. I'm really into it, and I actually printed out a bunch of glow in the dark Jeep keychains,
Oh, okay.
and I'm just like I had nothing better to do with the filament, so I was like, oh, let's challenge myself, and I printed out like I think like 200
Holy
of
shit.
them, and I'm just passing them out to people. Like I did. That was before the business. That was before I even
Mhm.
thought about
You
the
could
business.
have $1 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just giving them to people because they would think it's cool and they would ask about it. And I was like,
Mhm.
I was still getting my name.
Yeah.
Someone out there that was before the business.
100%.
Have you done like metal before or no?
Like metal, like
Like-
what?
Like metal 3D printing. I know that you can do that.
You can't do it with. I have a copper that has small traces of copper in it. I actually did.
This is more.
Yeah, but it has copper in it, and I actually patinaed it. I put in like a solution and it was a dragon egg. It was Game of
Oh, that's
Thrones.
cool, yeah.
It was Game of Thrones, so I patinaed it to make it look like the actual
Yeah, the egg.
dragon egg that's been sitting there for
Wow.
hundreds and hundreds
Yeah,
of
anything
years.
video game, comic book, movie, horror related,
Yeah.
I'm in. Like a Freddy,
Yeah.
like
a Triforce.
a
maybe
like a
that's-
Freddy glove or
Yeah.
a Jason mask
Oh my, yeah,
or a
that's
Scream mask.
like
yeah,
it.
anything like that.
Like a bust. If you can make busts of like horror movie icons like this, my wife would be like, I want all of them.
Yeah.
I want them all yesterday.
You know what I mean? Like the stuff like these, like busts like this you would
Yeah.
they would
That's probably
And
one of
this-
my favorite things to print.
and this
they
too,
would go out the door.
Deadpool, any hero like that.
yeah.
Mhm.
These like busts. I feel like busts this and like this would go all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like skull stuff. If you can make 3D skulls,
Yeah.
they would go like crazy.
yeah. There's tons.
Yeah.
Tons. They're so correct, like to a human skull.
Mhm.
They print out like the jaw, and then you print out the actual
Yeah.
headpiece, and
Oh,
you
wow.
glue them together.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, it's super impressive. Like, and it's crazy, man. Like $200 for a machine,
Yeah.
that will do everything.
and
on
you
this
can make
table.
you can make a business out of it.
Yeah.
Mhm. And there's some that go out there for, oh geez, like the industrial ones, $15,000,
Yeah,
this, that, the
wow.
other
Yeah.
thing, and
Like-
they do almost the same thing.
Like,
Yeah.
realistically, you said $30 for that. I still think even if you told somebody 60, they would still pay $60 for that.
Probably, yeah.
I think at a con, I think 100%.
Oh, at a con, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
people are out there. I'm not saying they're out there to spend money, but they're out there. They're there for
Yeah, look for
the
cool
comic.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cool stuff.
This is
Stuff you can't just buy on Amazon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like the stuff. I like stuff like that because it's more homey. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You thought someone made this, not some
Factory.
yes, not some factory made it.
Yeah, super cool, man. Super cool.
Thank you. Hey, it's a lot of fun, and it was more of a challenge to myself that I can actually do it.
Mhm.
That's what all this started out as. I bought this 3D printer, my first 3D printer I put together. All piece by piece, little wires here, there, that, the other thing. It took me 2 days to put this printer together.
No.
And my first print, I couldn't get it to work for another 2 days.
I would have thrown it away.
Yeah. That's broken. This is
That's how much
broken.
patience I had to challenge myself to make it. And it was just,
That's cool.
and then going from my printer that I originally had, now the printer that I have now, where all I need to do is set it and it levels itself, because you need to make sure the bed levels so things stick,
Yeah.
and it levels itself. It does pretty much everything itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how
All
they
right.
make stuff like this, you know?
So we'll let you pack up a little bit of your stuff here.
Okay.
And we'll start with Ben on the topic tonight. So you give us 3 of them off the top of your head of TV shows that when you grew up you loved watching and you would love if they were doing something like that again, or completely bring it back.
Definitely, Andy brought one up to my attention. Skeleton Warriors. It used to be on the USA Network. It was like kind of like a hybrid, like 3D animated series, and like it was a bitchin' tune. Skeleton Warriors.
I had the one toy. I don't remember anything about the show at all, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. What
Definitely.
about it.
Skeleton Warriors. I'd like to see Freakazoid again.
Freakazoid.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because that was so cool.
Yes.
I would laugh like hell
That's another
with a
one.
lot of them
about
because there's
that one.
stupid humor. Oh my
I
god.
never really watched that.
Yeah, that was the
That's-
USA.
No, that was
No, it was
that
the
was,
WB. It was the same time.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
it
you're
WB.
right, you're right.
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
same time that like Justice League was on.
Oh man, then there's another one then too. You know what? I'm gonna throw a real oddball one in there. Earthworm Jim was a cartoon. At
Was it?
one point.
I don't remember it at all.
Oh, you're picking.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim cartoon on Kids WB again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was cool.
Man,
It was
my
different.
3. I have 2. All right, now we'll come back around and we'll do 3 that are not cartoons, but they were part of your childhood. The shows that you would want to come back. So think of those now, and then we'll go to Andy for cartoons.
Oh, X-Men.
Yeah.
yeah, 90s X-Men, but it's still keep 90s.
Still one of mine.
Yeah.
Already.
No, I'm not like cartoons that like that were really good. Like regular show ended, so I'd like that to keep going. But like it ended, it made sense that it ended. So I don't like old cartoons. I don't know, you know, just X-Men. The old Ghostbusters was good, but at a point like okay, there's enough of them. You know,
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
They're actually bringing back
You know?
a new version of Scooby Doo.
Really?
Yeah, another
Oh, wow.
Scooby Doo,
Again.
and they're gonna meet like all these new guests and stuff. Like it's gonna be like Scooby Doo presents. It's supposed to, the way they're talking about it sounds really good.
It's
So is kind of good. Is it going to go back to like when they like special guest kind of thing? Okay.
Special guests and solve mysteries.
Oh,
They
and
did,
there's-
like,
oh,
Batman
they could
and
do like
Robin
current
and,
celebrity.
Well, they did
Harlem
like the Harlem
Globetrotters.
Globetrotters. Yeah.
Most of the show is gonna be
Vincent Price,
Each
you know?
episode is gonna be a guest.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I forgot there was a Vincent Price episode
Yeah.
of Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
I
They
forgot
had like
about
everybody.
That. That was
I think
cool.
Dick Clark was on it and
Mhm.
everything.
That's
back
a
then.
really
So
cool.
you have a third.
I don't.
Not one that's on your shirt. I mean, they try to bring it back.
They did.
Well,
They-
yeah,
it was
I didn't
poorly
watch
executed.
it. Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
watch
poorly
it at all.
executed.
So
Yeah.
there was also a Street Fighter cartoon in the early '90s too.
Yeah.
and there was a Mortal Kombat one.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not
I
know
think
that.
I do
It
vaguely
didn't last
remember
long.
it. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's getting its TV show.
yeah. I hope it's like that Netflix show from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
that was great. Or I guess online show.
Mhm.
I like Gem and the Holograms, but I don't know if they bring it back like we redid it.
I
That'd be
think
pretty cool.
I
You could always say Transformers, but they always make new Transformers
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
because somebody
I
brought
was
up
gonna say that,
they-
too.
They always do.
because
But no,
they-
like like
sorry.
that.
Yeah, like G1. If they made a new
G1.
G1, like
Yeah.
Transformers G1 2000. I don't know, like
What were you
Or
saying?
make it like Transformers Legacy and then just do it that way.
Mhm.
Kind of like they did it with Power Rangers then too. They did like a legacy
Really?
version, and they like flip flop between like old gen up into the new one.
Mhm.
You might want to talk to my Power Rangers guy with that one. He knows a lot of it.
So
Okay.
what would be
He'll-
your 3 animation shows?
My 3, I see now. I'm going back. Like when I was on Saturday morning, when I woke up and I was looking forward to watching was either Looney Tunes, it was Tom and Jerry. What's the third one?
One
And
of
I was gonna say Transformers.
Yeah.
Like
G1.
G1 Transformers.
One of our buddies in our thing said he would like the Wacky Racers, but then we found out that the Wacky Racers did get rebooted, and it's on Boomerang, right?
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
know-
I
I
was
didn't know
watching
that- I
it
didn't know
last
they
week.
got- Oh.
I know they did a comic and it was like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. That they were
Really?
basically-
Like Mad Max.
Yeah,
Wacky
yeah,
Racers.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Wacky races.
So
They
my
didn't read
my
it.
3, I mean, one of them got stolen by Andy with the animated series of X-Men, but I'd have to go. I'd want more episodes of Batman.
Oh, the
Kevin
animated
Conroy,
series.
Batman,
Which-
yeah,
Batman Forever.
Batman animated series.
Oh, okay.
I'd want that back. I was a big fan of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I love that. Yeah,
I
There's
wish I
some-
would.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think of it. My third. I need a quick third one
Eat
because
the cat.
Did you
remember that?
guys really like?
I
the
like
Super-
Garfield.
I liked Garfield, John Arbuckle, and Odie, and Nermal.
Yeah.
I like Garfield a lot.
And then Fridays was U.S. Acres.
yeah, and then we'll do 3 live action shows or shows that I grew up on that I wish they would come
Oh,
back with.
God,
So
I'm
I'll start.
terrible.
I'll start. We'll
Yeah,
go back
okay.
around.
Yeah.
So I'll start with Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Okay,
Okay,
fair
yeah.
enough. That's a good one.
Goosebumps.
I don't
I
remember.
love.
Yeah,
I love
that was another
They're
one.
my
yeah.
two, and I would
Good
like.
one.
I would like I mean, we're getting it with the movies, but like if Netflix picked up and did like 10 episodes of like a reimagined version of Power Rangers,
Oh, like a
maybe like a little more adult themed.
yeah.
Not like because you stole
Yeah.
one from me.
Yeah.
But the original Power Rangers, like you would not bring them back, but just do like a revamp,
Yeah.
like a revamp.
I would even be cool completely recasting.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I
that's
really
what-
enjoyed the new movie.
Oh, I did too. It was great.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I was never really
Well,
into Power Rangers.
when are they coming out with the new one? I don't know if they were
It's
ever.
still, from what I heard, it's still like
in the
Up in the
air.
air.
Yeah,
I wish they would.
What did the movie do good or did it not do so hot?
it did all right. I honestly thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. What would be some of your 3?
You took one of them. That was the big one. That was the
Power
big
Rangers?
one. That was the big one.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to.
VR Troopers.
I used to like.
Yeah,
I
Yo.
just.
Beetleborgs.
I wouldn't mind another Beetlejuice cartoon.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the Beetlejuice.
I,
All
would,
right.
I wouldn't
That was
mind.
pretty good.
I wouldn't mind another. No, it's not really a TV show, but it was a game show. But I wouldn't mind another Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, that was a fun show to watch.
I thought it was coming back
Oh,
because
the-
they started putting it everywhere.
Got one. Nick Arcade.
Yeah, that was a cool
Oh,
game
what was
show.
what was the one where it was on Nickelodeon, but
Sorry.
it had, like the people were like crawling up the people's nose.
Well, that's Double Dare.
That's
back.
Double Dare.
Dare,
Yeah, they brought
yeah,
that
that's
back.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, is it back
With the-
now?
does it have the roast games like that? That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they
I don't
still
know.
have it.
Is Mark Summers still alive?
Mark Summers
Yes.
is still alive, and he kind of co-hosts with this new chick.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, so
then that
it's
would be
cool.
one of them because I love that show. That was another
Yeah.
one where I would just sit there and just laugh.
Do you guys remember Global Guts?
I remember Guts, but
Global
I would
Guts,
just
it's
assume
just
Global
like
Guts is all over the
Michael
world.
O'Malley, and it was kind of like more like an athletic show. It wasn't like gross, but it was just like serious, like kind of like it's like a kid's version of American Gladiator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then like you crawled up on the crag, and then like you had
Aggro
aggro crag, yeah.
Oh,
and then
I do
if you crawled
remember.
up and you get like the huge like rock,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you won the aggro crag.
I do remember that.
At
now, yes.
GSW, we'd have a ladder match, and when that was running every year for the Money in the Bank, and the Money in the Bank was a light up aggro crag.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it was called the Aggro Cup.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't know
Oh,
where
wow.
where the actual crag is. That I think that the owner has it, but it was that, so you would light up, and I was like, that is so cool. Never got to be in it. I won every belt there, but I never got to be in that match.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there any other live action shows that could catch your guys' eye? Or you would
A
like to bring
Team. Remember, I loved A Team.
The A-Team.
That Knight Rider.
Yeah.
I know they
See,
tried
now
to bring
that-
Knight
see,
Rider
like they're
back.
doing they're doing the movies of A-Team. I
Yeah.
think they're doing them justice. I think they're very good.
Yeah.
I like
You
that
know?
A Team movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
wasn't the best movie ever.
Quentin
But
Rampage Jackson.
yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah. But they definitely should do a Knight Rider.
Yeah, but not bad.
Yeah. I, honestly, going back to anime too, I wouldn't mind another like if do like Justice League and like the bat. Even if they did like each character has their own show and then have like their own Justice League show.
Was fantastic.
Very good
Mhm.
show.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised you didn't pick up on the Superman adventures. It's
I,
like
I hate Superman, but I thought they were good shows.
I like the
They're all-
Superman
There-
adventures.
there
That's
was
kind
a-
of like
there was a show of there was a Spider-Man show as well that was
Is that the '90s one that you're talking about?
it was like
That's
90s to
Spider-Man.
it was 90s 2000, but it was
Yes.
on MTV.
Oh, that's the Spider-Man, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
That one
I
was
never seen it.
awesome.
What was?
Well, the Batman was a good one too.
I never watched that one.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that was another
What was it?
one.
It only ran for 2 seasons.
What was the
Yeah.
one where Shock? Oh, what was
Static
it?
Shock.
Static Shock.
Static Shock.
That's
That
a
was
good
a
one,
good.
There was
yeah.
rumors of that as a movie, and it was going to be Jaden Smith.
Oh, yeah, I hate James Smith.
I don't know. I think that would have been good.
I hate him.
Yeah.
I don't like Will Smith either.
See,
I like the whole
that would
family.
probably be another one.
Yeah.
That would be redone or just like kept going.
Mhm.
That was a good one.
You
trying to
know
think
what
of
would be a
cartoons I
perfect one around this point in time? Like, because I'm watching that '70s show, make it that '80s show, but with the whole cast, but they're getting
They're in
transitioned from the
80s?
'70s music to the '80s stuff. And like Red, it's
Yeah.
like, we'll put my foot in your ass. It's like, oh, you can't do that. And it's just like, be slightly politically incorrect. So I still got to put my foot in your ass. But that'd be a pretty cool one.
a
just
newer
to see how it
version of
goes.
like Salute Your Shorts.
I like that. I liked all them Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah,
Clarissa
Explains It
and
All.
Hey Dude.
Hey Dude.
Yeah, I liked all those shows when I was like
yeah.
10.
All that.
And a lot of the cartoons, like Angry Beavers, was real good.
They're bringing that
Rocco.
back.
All that.
All that they're
I
reviving
hated
it. Yeah,
I hated that. Can you guess why I hated that show?
Because you like Saturday Night Live.
Nope.
all that.
Think about it. Think what it pertained. What was the show about? Like
Sketch comedy.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hip-hop.
but there was so much rap in it that I was like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was a very
yeah,
hip hop show.
yeah. That's why I
Oh,
hated
Jesus.
it. I
Hip
did
hop
not
That
watch
brings
it.
me back to was it the Amanda show?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I was out in Nickelodeon.
I
Yeah.
no, I was.
Yeah.
I was, but
I
I
wasn't.
But then I watched SpongeBob, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, man.
Is there any other ones out there? Like, I mean, the old Mario Brothers show was good.
No,
Yeah.
there's that, and there's also a Mario Brothers 3 cartoon. That has
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
seasons.
I
That
don't
one's
think I've
better.
seen that.
Yeah.
People didn't bring
Speaking
it
of
up.
movies, I just completely forgot this with the news. Sonic has been delayed.
Yeah, because of
They're redoing it. They got so
like,
many complaints about how he looks. They're like,
oh no,
no, we're
Here's the
taking it
problem.
back.
He had
Here's
a
the problem
creepy
with
look though.
He
He
did.
did.
Here's the problem: they're gonna take it all back and they're gonna redo it, and people are still gonna bitch.
Oh, it didn't no matter
Well, yeah,
what.
100%. But I think the way that they're gonna do it, I hope they don't make him look
Turn the
so
mic.
much human.
I
Yeah.
turned the mics down a
Yeah.
little bit, and it doesn't seem to be popping as much.
Yeah. If I blow into it, it will.
Yeah. I mean,
It's this one.
yeah.
it's a little bit of
good.
mine
It's
too.
in there.
It's a little bit. Yeah.
No one brought up Ren and Stimpy.
I didn't like Ren and Stimpy.
I liked Ren and Stimpy.
I didn't like it.
Oh, was it the Beaver? The
Angry
Angry
Beavers.
Beavers.
Beavers. I mean,
Daggett
I
and Norbert.
mean, Rugrats was cool.
I liked Rugrats.
Then they start aging them.
Yeah, then that's when they
at
ruined
the
it.
end.
Yeah.
Well,
That
no,
was
wasn't
supposed to be like
separate
a whole
cartoon?
that was supposed to be like a whole legacy
Separate
where
thing,
they were
yeah.
they were actually going to grow them up like little bit by little bit with certain
And
seasons.
Doug.
They were gonna do like so
Doug
much
was awesome.
shit.
I even liked ABC though.
So two cartoons that we talked about in one of the shows that were huge are actually coming back. We're getting Invader Zim and Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, but is that? I thought Rocco was just they got the rights to put the old ones on.
Is that what it is?
I
I think
think
it's the
so.
rights
I
to,
think-
to do the movie Static Cling or something like that.
Huh?
Because Rocco was very. There was some controversial
Yeah,
stuff.
the
in
way
that
I
show.
read
Oh
it,
my-
they were
yeah.
just getting the
Oh.
rights to put all the episodes on, but maybe make new ones. I
Fair.
don't know.
Yeah.
They even did that in Camp Laszlo, some stuff too.
Yeah,
You know,
Cartoon Network.
another one I was a huge
let it
fan of,
fly.
Space Ghost to Coast.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
Space Ghost Coast to
C
Coast.
Lab was really good.
Yeah.
2021.
Mhm.
Dexter's Laboratory.
That was
Oh,
Dexter's
Johnny
Laboratory was good.
Bravo.
I wasn't a Johnny Bravo
I
guy.
didn't
I
care about
like
Johnny
Johnny
Bravo too
Bravo.
much.
Loved
Yeah.
Cow and Chicken.
That was a good one.
I did-
had chicken. Dad had a cow. I love that. That was my show. Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh man,
Cat
yeah.
Dog.
And they did
I'm trying to
Secret
remember
Squirrel.
Two Stupid
Yeah,
Dogs.
Cat Dog.
They
Yeah.
did like a Secret Squirrel revival with Two Stupid Dogs. They
Remember
did
Darwin
Secret-
Duck cartoon?
What?
Who?
Darwin Duck or whatever. When the
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
There
Okay,
you go.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
Darkwing
fuck are you
Duck.
talking about?
I'm like,
Some of
what
them,
was it?
the '90s had a ton of cartoons that would come
Oh,
on. It's like right before X
Well,
Men.
yeah, but
Exploded.
if you're like scrolling through and you're like looking at the Cartoon Network and like Nickelodeon cartoons now, you're like,
What the hell
Yeah,
are
So what are
There
you?
was
Yeah.
there was 2 shows I remember because, like I said, the age gap with me and my brother. And I remember I used to watch his cartoons, like, yo, these suck. You should watch the ones I grew up watching, and I'd force him. But I remember there's 2 cartoons in his generation that I started watching. I'm like, yo, these are really good cartoons. Like, they were awesome cartoons. Obviously, Teen Titans was around for a long time. That's a great Teen Titans Go, good show. But Foster's Imaginary Home for Friends,
Oh,
I like that.
yes.
No idea.
I
really,
did like
a
that.
really different, interesting show.
Different
Actually, there's
characters,
3.
too.
There's 3 shows. The other one would be Adventures of Mandy and Grimm.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
Grim Adventures of Billion Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they
Fairly
did
Odd
Hector
Parents.
Concarne then too, which
Right.
is like an offbeat one where they did like all henchmen and all.
Yeah,
trying to
I
take over the
really
world.
like that.
That was a good
Everyone
show.
talked.
Randy
Everyone
was
liked
such a bitch.
Yeah, everyone liked
Yes,
Fairly Odd
that's-
Parents. I
I
wasn't
like
a fan.
Fairly Odd Parents.
What about
I had that
Ed,
game
Eddie?
for GameCube.
Ed, Ed and Eddie was cool.
I like that. I like
Ed and
Cornball.
Eddie was like my generation.
Yeah,
Um,
still though.
But it carried on. Now this
Worthy
is the
nowadays.
one that he started watching. I was like, yo, this is a genius idea, and it was such a cool show. The Kids Next Door, where each
That
kid
was
had his own
okay,
tree
yeah.
house, and it was like their
Never
base,
heard of it.
and it turned into their imagination. It was kind of
Really?
like Rugrats, where in their imagination there was some shit going on.
Yeah,
But realistically, they were sitting in their treehouse
It's
just
nothing.
talking to each other on walkie-talkies.
I never even
Yes,
never even
I-
heard
And
of
then
I
it.
we make,
vaguely
like,
remember
weapons,
that, vaguely.
Like they make like paddle guns where it was like
Like their
a trigger
trigger-
with the fucking paddle.
Like their treehouse would turn into like an Optimus Prime,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
then that treehouse would fight the other treehouses, and they were named like number 9, number 3, number 4.
Yes, now after you said that, I know exactly.
And they
what
would
you're
take, they
talking
would fight these big like kaiju monsters and
Yeah.
have all these insane, but realistically, it was just kids.
Not pretending.
Kids were using their
about. Well,
imagination.
the one
cool
was
idea.
about wearing a tie.
Yeah.
Growing up wearing a tie because his dad wears a tie.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna dip into Andy with this
Toxic
one.
Crusaders.
I love
That
Toxic
could
Crusaders.
that's
and-
one.
And Swamp Thing cartoon was good too.
I don't remember that one.
I was gonna
and there's
say-
one Wildcats. It was like the answer to X Men. It was Image's X Men.
Oh, Jim Lee's Wildcats.
yeah, I like that
I
cartoon.
like that.
I want-
SWAT Cats. If we're gonna go off the cat,
That,
the
you can
cat
get that for
idea,
Super
yeah.
Nintendo.
Oh, I
The
love
old
that.
the old Ninja Turtles.
I like the old Ninja. I like the 2002 one too.
Yes.
And now that newest one, not the newest one, but the one that ended like last year or year before. That I heard that was really good, but I never watched it.
Okay.
I'm gonna blow your minds a little bit. HR Puffin stuff.
That's like a 70s. Was
Yes.
that a cartoon?
Didn't do it for me.
What the hell, man? What the
He
hell?
blew everyone's
Yeah,
mind.
I was like,
HR Puffin stuff.
I would
Then
look at that and like,
there's-
this is for drug addicts.
You know what I was
Land
obsessed
of the
with?
Lost was fun because they used to do like a
Is that-
marathon
Is
of
that
that.
the dinosaurs?
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like,
Mhm.
the Land of the Lost.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah.
I watched I just binge watched that on Sci-Fi. I'm like,
They made a movie.
You're-
They made a movie with that with Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell and
It was done really well.
Do you remember the Conan
Mhm.
cartoon? That was good. I used to watch that before school.
Herculoids. Herculoids.
Oh,
You
the
remember
big-
them?
the big-
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
big like stone gorilla, and then like the
There was, like,
Hoopin'
I had
Gleep,
the-
which
I had
are
the
just,
yellow
like
guy.
slime guys. That
Yeah.
was like a 70s.
We got Sabrina back.
yeah.
We did, even though it's completely different.
Yeah, it's good.
Completely,
Yeah,
it's more
I loved
grim,
it.
a
I
lot
loved it.
more grim.
Yeah.
It's good. I would like a grim fairy tale cartoon, like the
Ooh,
comic
oh,
book
okay,
versions
yeah.
of grim
Yeah,
fairy
yeah.
tales.
that'd be, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of that stuff that we did have, I did like as kids and even our parents and stuff. I mean, that always recycles. So I mean, but there's just a few of the some there.
That's Super Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, the Batman and Superman Adventures, the animated series.
The,
just
the ambiguously gay duo.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and then
TV
you have
programs.
certain shows that like just are standing the test of time. Like you have The Simpsons, you have South Park.
Which wrapped that up already. Wrapped the Simpsons. up
Really,
already.
I'd say keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. in
Go until
probably
the wheels fall
15
off.
years. I think the wheels have fallen off.
I think it still
And
gets
it's just like-
ratings. Another good one that's kind of rivaling that. I mean,
Futurama.
bring back
Futurama?
Futurama. That's not the thing
They might
anymore.
as well do
Aqua
that.
Team Hunger Force is no longer a thing. They could bring that back if they wanted to. But
That was good.
Bob's Burgers is a good show.
Oh, I love
Oh
Bob's
my
Burgers.
god, yes.
Very good, very underrated show. American Dad, not too bad.
I didn't like
We're-
American Dad.
I like American.
My sisters
Dad.
and I were actually thinking about getting Bob Burger sister brother tattoos.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna get Gene. Somewhere I was gonna get Gene. I was like,
Well, Alyssa is the one with the hat, right?
yeah, Alyssa
100%.
is
Louise?
Louise.
Louise,
She's 100.
yeah.
And then your other
Louise
sister
is
would
my
be
favorite.
the the awkward twerker girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's your fam.
Tina.
Tina. Yeah, that's your fam. That's you. Yep, 100%.
That's the family.
Yeah,
And we sat down. We're like, yeah, that is it goes in order too. We're like, what? How?
yeah.
And I don't know if I was gonna get like the Sasquatch,
Okay, yeah.
Sasquatch version of Gene. I was like, I don't know if I'm
Or be
gonna
the
do
big hamburger.
yeah, the big hamburger.
Such a good show. Very super under. I actually have the Bob's Burgers cookbook.
Oh, I
Where-
bought the hamburger cookbook.
Yeah,
I got that too.
Where it has all the
hamburger.
recipes. Yeah,
Even the black garlic burger then too.
I think they're all
Everything
in
up
there.
Oh.
wherever the show got to when they put the book out, every single burger that Bob had up, they bring recipe for it.
Yeah.
Even if it's really off the
Nice.
wall.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I bought it. It was
I got
like $15.
Got it from Loot Crate.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, I subscribed that. I haven't gotten another one yet since that first one. It's been like 2 months. I think I've been
Did you,
charged
get
2
the
times.
did you get the biannual or the bi-monthly?
Of what?
I think I got the monthly one. Yeah, because I know there's a ton of them.
Loot Crate is
I have
monthly.
to go and check.
Yeah, Loot Crate's monthly, and then the other ones are bi-monthly.
Like or was it Marvel? I was getting the Marvel one for the longest
I was
time.
getting
Okay.
the Marvel Collector Corps, but they were Funko boxes.
Yes.
So I was getting the Marvel Collector Corps, and I was getting the DC boxes.
The
And then-
DC's every 2 months.
yeah, they're both every 2 months.
'Cause I bought the Wonder
A
Woman
lot of
one,
those
but-
pops, if that came from those boxes because of the rarity and the exclusiveness of them,
Mhm.
paid for all of this podcast equipment.
No
I sold almost. I
way.
sold all my pops to start this podcast.
I may have some sitting at my house, but they're out of the boxes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I still have a few in the closet that I wouldn't part with, but most of my pops started this podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Some are worth a lot of money. It's insane.
I couldn't imagine how pops are so expensive. I know they're that
Mhm.
rare, but I was like, wow, really?
yeah.
Looking at some of them, like some like Power Ranger ones, because I have the full set of original Power Ranger.
Everyone's. You can get the rest of the Power Rangers, but good luck getting the Green and White Ranger.
Yes, I know, 100%.
Well,
They're the hardest ones to
the
find.
Dark Phoenix was like, or not Dark Phoenix, just Jean Grey is like $300.
Yeah.
That's like because
I
that's when it
have-
first came out, and Kermit and Miss Piggy are real high too.
I have a Winnie the Pooh upstairs that's
Really?
$175
Oh
pop.
my god!
I
That's
have
insane.
I have almost all of the Pulp Fiction set except Quentin Tarantino's
Yeah.
Jimmy, and individual ones go for $75 each.
Wow.
Last time I checked,
Yeah.
I sold a Mr. Freeze that was a $75 pop.
Wow.
I sold a bunch of really high valuable ones. Like some of them where I was like, that's worth that much. Like
It's insane. I was
Mhm.
at the one con thing. They had these random Dragon Balls that are selling for over $1,000. And like, I don't
that
know
would
what
be
they were.
that would be a cool 3D print project. I don't know if you could do spears, but like a Dragon Ball set.
Dragon Ball set, that would be cool. But the thing is, I wouldn't be able to get the thing inside.
Yeah, the star
The star
yeah.
inside, they would have to be painted on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, resin. I'm I'm dabbling in that now.
Mm-hmm.
So
That'd be cool. But all right, I don't know. All right, Ben, what do you got to plug?
Retro Ball this weekend, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
be putting up with one fucking weekend Hudson Valley release once again. It's gonna be a collaborative release this time around. They're gonna release a lager, not a sour. Wow, phenomenal! I know. But I'm gonna be going from there, then back, then to the Retro Ball, and then my buddy and his sister that's down the street from you. They're gonna be back in town again, so my ass is gonna be dragging hardcore.
Where's this beer place? I know I asked you before. but I
Like
forget.
upstate
New
New
York? Yeah.
Oh wow! You're gonna make
Yeah.
it down and go. Oh, wow.
I'm an
That's
idiot.
That's a long day.
Yeah, I
Upstate New
know.
York's like 4 hours.
And then what about Sunday?
Sunday we're doing a double banging beers.
Apollo 88.
Is that the one that we're gonna be doing with all
Apollo-
those video game beers?
No,
Different one.
that was Sumner Park. We were gonna do this with. but
Okay, fair enough.
They
I just said video game beers. I didn't say. I
they
didn't,
canceled.
Did they really?
Sumner Park. Yeah,
No.
they found out they have a show and they're unable to do the show. So I have an open date in Banging Beer. So I was thinking maybe bringing the comics back and have a fun day.
Okay.
You can do that. Or we can figure something out. But yeah, but we have Apollo
Apollo
88,
8.
and then we have Banging Beers with the
Blackwells.
Blackwells, Benz, and Brett. Brett from the Cake Stand is gonna come hang out with us. Speaking of Cake Stand, they just got a whole bunch of really good beers in, all new
It's just a
stuff.
place in Motor City.
Yep. They got Lollihop. So if you're looking for Trogs Lollihop, it is in Monty City right now.
If anything, just watch the date on that because that might be.
I think it's a fresh batch because
Fresh batch.
yeah, because they couldn't keep stuff on shelves before, so they had to remake everything.
Fair enough.
So they're
Just
making
figure I'd let you know.
they're making a batch now of Lollihop and they're making a new batch now of Field Study.
Is it sweet? The lolly? Is it like lollipop?
It's
flavored?
it's an IPA.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
supposed to be like
Yeah.
smooth.
No, but it's not like cotton candy flavor.
No.
It's
like,
you know, like
no wacky stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
fruit punch.
the Hudson
Yeah.
stuff is supposed to be like one has like apricots in it, and then the other one has like
And
I forget what.
I always
what
think
has in it.
apricots are lesser peaches and pears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
It's like a bitter.
yeah,
peach.
like oh, it's
Yeah.
apricot flavor. No, I'd
if
rather
you had
water.
Magic Hat number 9, yeah, I mean that's an apricot beer.
Yeah. Dave right now is actually hanging out in Allentown. He's
Mhm.
at the benefit show
for Samu.
for
Yeah.
Samu. So we'll learn about that tomorrow. But what anything you got to plug?
Nothing this week. Again, this weekend I don't have a show, so there's nothing.
Come to the Retro Lovely Ball with us.
That's not my scene, but
It's
no,
it's,
nothing,
it's really hot
nothing
model
against,
chicks.
nothing against it. Yeah, which hey,
Hi, I'm Andy.
yeah, I'm gonna go now. It's like I haven't. Do you want to talk about New Japan? No. So
You'd be surprised.
yeah, we'll record that Friday. So that's about it. Let's see. In 2 weeks, I think there's True Wrestling up in Berwick, and then Outbreak is what? No, that's the beer. I think Outbreak's in 3 weeks. So, but there's NXT Saturday,
Yeah.
NXT Takeover.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. So
I'm gonna watch that.
I'm actually
I really have
off.
nothing to plug. Really,
I'm
right
actually
now.
off. So I work this weekend, and then I'm off till Thursday. I
Oh,
work
nice.
Thursday, Friday, and then I'm off Sunday. I'm gonna take off Saturday.
Mhm.
We'll get in that. I'll get in that in a second. So besides Nick 3D printing my Nick, right? Go check
Yeah,
that out in
on
the
You can
Facebook.
check that out.
Yeah,
link in
Call
the
me,
description.
or I have Facebook. Just message me on there.
if you want something.
Yeah, if you want something, I'm more than willing to figure out what you would
Go for
want. I'll work with you as much as possible. If there's something I can come close to, I'll work with it. But if it's something completely off the wall,
Yeah,
I'll try to get something. I'll try to get something to you. I'll give
Yeah.
you ideas what you can go to, and then we'll go
Facebook
from
page up
there.
to 183 people right now.
Oh my god!
awesome.
And
Well,
growing.
let's see if we get it to
awesome,
200.
awesome.
Yeah, so get his page up. So yeah, we got Bangin' Beers with
Apollo 88,
Apollo 88
and the Blackwells
and the
Ben
Blackwells,
Brett.
and then Monday I have an interview. I have my book in front of me. I have to look, but and then like I said, next weekend this weekend we're doing the Retro Lovely Ball, and then
And tomorrow we'll talk about Double or Nothing.
yeah,
on the
tomorrow
wrestling
will be
tag.
Double or Nothing, and we'll also cover
We'll preview NXT, I guess.
preview NXT, and then
Takeover.
our topic tomorrow is our favorite skits in wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Favorite
That's right.
Oh
skits.
man.
Yeah.
Well, I to continue on. I have one. What was the one where it was like the sex scene?
Oh, the Edge and Lita?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Edge and
the
Lita.
live
That
sex-
was
I was gonna
so
say
funny.
the live one or the one where Triple H has sex with a dead body.
Yeah.
No, the live one.
Katie Vick.
Katie Vick. Yeah, we'll be talking about those and more tomorrow. And then the following weekend, we're going to be doing, me and Austin are going to be doing a huge road trip. So we're going to be hanging out with Tyler Smar from Bad Maggie. We're going to drive with him to Scranton. He's going to play a show with Mahatungo.
Is Austin playing as well or no?
He's filling in. No, my brother Austin.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
my brother Austin. We're going to drive up with Tyler and see Mahatungo and then leave that and go to the Bad Maggie show.
And where's that at?
I don't remember. I think Lee Heighton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And where are you going? Scranton to Lee Heighton?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can get on the turnpike and go right to it.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that next Saturday. But we have a lot of cool stuff coming up next week. We got the shows. I don't remember my interview. I'm really sorry to the person who that interview is.
With Dick Yingling, that's one day.
Yeah,
Have
I wish it
him.
was Dick Yingling.
What's other local celebrities?
Yeah, and go check out the event right now on Bang and Beers podcast. The Skook. I always forget the fucking name. The Skook Stalk.
Now,
Yeah,
here's I don't want to shit on it.
Yeah.
Isn't Andreas in Northumberland County?
that's what I asked, and they said it's still technically School County.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. Is that Schuylkill? And
Yeah,
they
'cause
said yes.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
I thought
But
I
hey,
thought you were gonna say Bangin' Beer Fest.
No, it was
It
going to
doesn't
be that,
sound-
but then
yeah.
we're because we want to hit that it's an outdoor festival.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, some of the show you guys are you're gonna be a little bit solo on
Okay.
because I have a meeting the same time as the thing.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna come and set everything up,
Yeah.
and then I'm
What
gonna
time's the meeting? 7?
like 6:30. So
Hmm.
I may come in real quick, set it up. You guys do the intro, start a little bit of double or
Okay.
nothing,
That's no problem.
and then I'll jump in. But that's all we got for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you again, Nick, for bringing all your cool stuff, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and if you don't subscribe,
Yeah.
We're gonna beat you.
You're gonna
Alright.
get the hammer.
Yeah.
All right,
Getting
we'll get
pounded.
the pictures of the t-shirts and stuff here. We'll wrap up with that, and thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time, and we will have Nick back on very soon, so he can show us more stuff. So
Try not to get it.
get
Thank you again, guys, for
No, no
everything.
problem.
yeah, man, that was
Yeah,
awesome,
no
man.
problem.
Your stuff is awesome.
Thank you.
So I'm sure you'll be getting messages from us to make some stuff. Like I said, any like Godzilla.
Oh,
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Gojira.
And if there's anything in the chat you guys want, let us know too,
So-
and we can get some stuff. Maybe we'll get something made. It could be a giveaway. We can get something made for a
That was
giveaway.
Yeah,
gonna,
like
that was gonna be
little-
my next thing, guys.
little-
Giveaways.
Something. A character you're choosing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can figure something out. All right, see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you next time.
Let's say.